Yeah. Go.
Are you rolling?
Yep.
Welcome everyone to Stormlord's Wrath, presented by James Choi. Today with us we have our four heroes. We have Kel, our gangster leader, mafia boss. We have Dika, our questing hero who is looking for a way to free his um, acquaintances, I guess. And we have Kasan Laganath, our kind of criminal, but not really. He just kind of hangs around Kel and tries to blackmail people into paying him, but accidentally. And we have Titus, our
Nope.
extra planar researcher who has come here to study different astral phenomena
For completely benign reasons.
for
Yeah,
completely
should be
benign
alright.
reasons. But he would like to order one serving of the blood sausages along with some of that dwarven blood wine, please.
And he's making reservations for some friends.
yeah. All right. When last we left the party, Titus was on a quest to retrieve some amplifying gems to increase the power of a scanning device to study his extraplanar gem. So he asked his friends to come along with him, where they found in the crystal caverns was overrun by various types of goo and oozes. They managed to defeat them, the majority of them, and they finally found the source of where they are coming from, and they have the opportunity to blast through it or close it forever.
Yeah, I'm sure it would have stayed closed forever because dwarves don't dig deep.
That's what they do. That's our Tolkienish trope that the dwarves have.
We can't assume that we tell wasn't there literally a case of where we were telling dwarves that hey, you go there, you'll die, and they'll just be like, but I mean, will you really die?
You stopped all of it. You stopped it in all cases though, but it caused the city like a lot of economic problems when
yeah, but that's what I'm saying is that
but it worked.
These dwarves are dumb and they're like fucking lemmings and they'll just immediately die. They'll be like dig, dig, dig and die.
That's what dwarves do. Come on, haven't you ever read The Hobbit or Lord of the Rings? Come on.
That's why we gotta save them from themselves.
Yes.
We can't just seal a chamber off and tell them don't go in.
Only if you had someone that can convince them with some diplomacy checks. All right. So that's where we left off. So do you guys want to go take a short rest? I think that's what you guys are deciding if you want to do or not.
I think we already.
I think we already did the short rest.
Okay, cool. Titus, update your hit points.
I don't think yeah. I think we said we were doing the thing, but we didn't actually do this.
Okay.
Oh, we did because people rolled hit dice.
Yeah, just not you, Titus.
Actually,
and remember, your spells don't come back on a short rest.
Did I even use any of my spells?
I
think I used Firebolt, but that's a cantrip.
Yeah.
I probably used a shield or something. I'm
gems,
not too sure.
Right?
No, I don't think he used anything because yeah.
Look at my health point.
I just remember from last time. There was one time where yeah. I just thought I'd remind you that it's not a warlock. So
6, 8.
Cool. All right, so you guys. Okay, cool. One more to fill up. One more for good luck.
Oh yeah.
Now, when you survive the next encounter with 1 HP, you'll know exactly why.
Okay, so when you come out to take your short rest, the dwarves ask, so have you cleaned it out? Is it safe for us to go back in?
Not entirely.
All right.
We've had some preliminary encounters, but we still haven't gotten into the hole that you guys have opened up.
Please, we're counting on you. And then they go back to minding their own business, sharpening their picks and doing camp things, grilling up salted pork.
Did we get any gems?
You got tons of gems.
Yeah. We each got a handful of loose gems worth 200. I wrote down 4 loose gemstones worth gold, 200 gold each. But...
Yeah, so basically one for each of you, like a handful of gems for each of you. Yeah, basically 200 gold worth of gems for each of you, and then Titus gets his 4 amplification stones.
Yes, so we have 1 in the group pile since he's getting the.
You don't know how
focus
many he
stone.
needs. You don't know how many he needs.
No, but that's what I'm saying.
Yeah, yeah.
He's
grabbed all of
opting-
them. He grabbed all of
taking-
them.
He's taking them quest. No, he's taking them quest rewards. We're
Yeah.
getting the rest.
I don't know, Titus. How's it happening? Do you have all 4 of the amplification gems?
No, yeah, I do.
Yeah.
But if they're gonna go into the cave, I'm gonna go with them.
Okay. Cool.
I think this is foolhardy, but I shall stay with you.
All right. Well, I'll keep that in mind when you start grabbing that stuff.
Keep it in mind when he that he's joining us.
Yeah.
What are you talking?
When he starts, picking up random gems off the ground.
You have the right to everything you grab.
It's
That's
right.
not the point I'm trying to
That's
make.
God's law.
I it
Don't,
longingly.
Are you guys a bunch of goblins? Like.
Let me understand our arrangement here, dwarves.
Right. Of course.
Well, we're allowed to grab whatever we want, right?
It's true. Whatever you find in there, you can. Any gems they said you find in there are yours.
I was gonna be like, oh, so there's a sweet chest in the back.
Yeah. You have a chest full of underwear that you. All right.
I will wear them with pride.
Oh, hey, have you guys managed to make use of that portal that we came across? I say that, dwarves.
That stinks of foul drow magic. We stay away from that.
Well, at
Oh,
least you didn't. At least you didn't defile it.
I dump all my gems into my horse's saddlebags and I go back into that cave.
Okay.
I wish I was playing a thief.
Yeah,
you-
I put my gems in my saddlebag too.
You on
I
your
keep my gems
saddlebag?
on me.
You mean in your backpack? Because you have your own saddlebag.
Yeah,
You're gonna leave your gems on with the horse?
Aren't you your own like creature burden,
Sure.
Cal?
Backpack.
So you put your gems in your backpack. Gotcha.
I'm gonna leave my gems in my saddlebags. What's wrong with that?
Halfway through the dungeon, he's just
We're gonna
like,
get
I gotta
stolen,
go.
man.
I gotta go do something. I'll be right back, guys.
and then you find the dead thief by the undead horse.
It's a chew toy. He's like a cat. He brings it to me.
Yeah.
Um,
All right.
anyway. You don't show people trust, then the people will never trust you, Titus. And then I go back to that cave.
People who show too much trust are quickly double crossed.
I go back in the cave too.
Okay,
And then I
cool.
go back
Everyone's
in the
back
cave.
in the cave.
Mm.
So you go back to the cave entrance where you have to see a little crack that you can see through.
No, we blew it open with a fireball.
So you already blew it up.
Yeah.
Did
We already
Okay.
opened it
I don't
with a
think we
fireball.
did.
No, he didn't do it. He was considering it. I think. I don't think he blew it up yet.
Yeah, but I think because we said you asked if we were going to blow it open. We said we were going to blow it open, and then you're like, then
Let
you
me
said,
take a
okay,
short rest first. I thought that's what he said.
Yeah. So it hasn't happened yet. So let's do it
Okay.
now.
all right. 'Cause, yeah, you definitely said that it'll open up to like a bigger passageway and like a second part of the dungeon.
Remember, we almost got fucking murked by that slime.
We did.
One of them, just one of the slimes. Yeah.
So now we need to be careful.
Okay. So do you blow it open, Kel?
Yes.
Okay. So sure. Just cast a spell. You throw the fireball in that direction, and the force of the explosion shakes the hallway, but the crack that was already open gets blown open, small enough for you guys all to squeeze through.
I'll go last.
What a hero. I'll go.
Some of you may die.
Who's
Yeah,
going in
that's
first?
Yeah, I'll go first. I'm
Okay.
gonna use my divine sense thing to like see if there's any undead around me.
Okay, well, Titus registers as a fiend, but otherwise, no one else. Nothing else special goes on.
What?
Yeah, Titus registers as a fiend. It's a lawful evil fiend. It appears all to your senses.
I pull out my journal and I write down fiends can be good, and there's a whole list of things that I thought were only evil that can also be good. I guess there's skeletons there. Oh, I got like question marks all around kobolds because I didn't really understand my interaction with the one I killed.
Dear diary, yeah.
The
Titus
world
is
is
a
harder
fiend.
than I thought.
That's strange.
But
Yeah.
no one dead.
No undead near you.
Okay, I go in.
Technically, even those skeleton oozes you fought weren't undead. They were just
Yeah,
puppets.
I
yeah,
got it.
yeah. So you go in first. Who's next?
Dika.
Oh, okay. I guess I'm being. All right, fine.
Pushed. Not like the big beefy cow. No, no. Let's send in the
Go, Birdman.
the hollow boned burden first.
If things get dicey, you can fly away.
Oh
Yes.
yeah, fly away through this tight hole.
Yes, exactly. I'm Shaq.
Okay, Adika, when you enter the hole, you like at the edge of the bottom corner of your vision, you see some some red dots appear, and then you see connection lost.
What?
Yeah, a little like a inverted triangle with exclamation inside, and there's and on beside of it in red letters is connection lost.
Huh. I come back out. Hey Titus, can you do me a favor? Can you go in there too and tell me if you see anything?
Sure. I go.
Okay. Titus, as you enter, suddenly you see like at the corner of your vision, you see like a dot dot dot. Like you've seen this little chat box before when you first got your implant, and then after a moment it says connection lost.
Okay. Well, I report to them what I've seen, I guess.
Yeah, well, that's what I saw too. And the fact that Kashan didn't see it means it's probably our most likely our gems. So there's got to be something in there that is disrupting the gems.
What could it be? With that kind of.
I mean, you're technically in a giant gem also. Yeah, you can Titus, you can give me an Arcana check.
Bam.
Arcana.
And
Yeah.
then-
Also, yeah. Something must be disrupting.
Some kind of
Cal.
weird frequency going on in this giant gem.
Yeah, yeah. Cal, you suspect something in that area is also causing it, but since you don't have a gem, you can't really as well. But yeah, it could be anything. It could be a sanctum in there. It could be like for example, like it might be a private sanctum that prevents like a divination or connections of any sort, or it might be too far from the surface, or there might be some strange gems that are like resonating with the gems that already exist. It could
Okay.
be any number of things.
I relay all that.
You guys should go check on Kashan. He's just in there, man.
You're just there. You're just chilling.
Yeah, well, you're only probably what 20 feet away from us.
Okay, whatever.
Do you keep going, Kassan?
Nah.
Yeah. All right. Well, let's just keep that in mind then, Titus, and let's venture on.
All right, let's do it.
Okay. So you travel For how long do you travel for a few minutes and then a few minutes more? It's like a path, like that winds and curves, but it keeps going. Kel, you got a light spell going on, right? Because it's pitch black in here.
Yes.
Okay, and there's a lot of corners and curves that prevent you from like seeing too far away, but you keep traveling. It's one way, it looks like, for at least an hour of walking. If you want to keep walking that long, I mean, I guess I should ask.
Yeah, we should continue on
Okay,
until it becomes too ridiculous.
yeah. All right. Let's see. Can each of you give me a wisdom save as you keep going down?
Everybody?
Yeah, everyone.
Oh, I'm proficient at wisdom saves. Let's actually roll the other. Yeah,
Oh, you're proficient.
Yeah, I'm 13.
So you add 13. Okay. So Kassan, you feel your mind being probed, like someone's like sifting around in there. But other than that, it quickly fades. It's almost kind of like you feel a scratching, kind of like, but you're kind of used to it, you know, because
Yeah,
you got
it's
like
very
you got like your sword. It could have been anything. So yeah, it could have been literally anything.
I mutter under my breath, "Whoa, buddy, no vacancies." And I tell everybody, I guess, what I just felt. I stop in front of everybody and I say, "There's been a tickle in my brain. Little. I felt a presence."
And then in your head, you hear, "Is it dragons? Do you sense dragons, Kassan? Is it dragons?"
I can't really sense dragons. Can you sense dragons?
Not anyone nearby. Maybe if
No.
you can get me within 30 feet of them.
Ooh, that's good. That's handy. Okay. Well, I can also safely report there's no dragons within 30 feet of us.
Nice.
Well, it's concerning though.
Should we carry on? Well, what do we expect to find here? More slimes, right?
Yeah, that's why you're going first.
Okay. All right. I carry on. Onward. Forward.
Yeah. So the
Maybe even
caves,
upward.
I guess none of you can really tell, but the caves kind of seem like natural formations. Like they're like crystals, like on the ceilings and on the floors. But it's kind of like a path that seems like it's been like formed somehow. Maybe something burrowed through it. Maybe it just formed naturally. But you continue on, and let's see. Dika and Titus, you have a feeling that you're being watched as you continue down. You're over an hour in by this point, like maybe hour and a half. It's like almost like you see like one of the crystals as you walk by. It looked like there's an eye in there looking at you, and then when you turn, it's your eye, but you feel like something's watching you.
All right, something's definitely watching us.
Does it feel like that thing in the castle that Halia ended up getting? You know what I'm talking about? The big cyclops.
Are you looking for a mouse? No, it's not that. No,
that cyclops we killed in that cabin.
it wasn't like that because then you would start feeling like your flesh is sloughing off your skin or sloughing off your bones. So it's
gross.
a different feeling.
We're still in like a tunnel, right?
Yep.
So where could it have seen us from?
I could have swore that it's coming from these crystals, but I don't know for certain.
Should we try and draw it out with noise like we did before? It didn't really work out.
No. If anything, it's his.
All right, we march on.
Okay, as you continue further down, Kel, as you're just walking down, you're just like doing some like rote like spell practicing in your head, and then you just realize that you forgot how to cast Fireball. Like your memory of it, like you know that you can cast it, but you don't know how. It's like just gone from your head.
We cannot hear you if you're talking.
I start freaking out internally. Kel is incredibly afraid of neurodegenerative diseases.
Yeah.
And I'll keep this to myself, lest I die of shame.
Okay.
What the hell?
So you guys continue on down the caverns. It feels like ahead it opens up a bit, quite a bit actually.
There's a cavern ahead of us. We'll be able to spread out. No more of this inline tunnel bullshit.
All right.
I go in.
Okay, as you enter, you see a crossroads here. It looks like there's two paths. There's like it splits into three paths.
Is any of the paths more worn out than the other?
You can give me a survival check.
Okay.
It's a party check, so if anyone wants to
Yeah.
like help him, or if you want to take charge, then
Sure,
Dika,
I'll take
scout this out
charge.
for. Yes.
okay, you give him assist.
Well, I don't have proficiency in.
Okay. Anyone have proficiency that can assist Dika?
And survival.
Guess not.
No.
All right.
Nice. Okay. Yeah, it looks like there's two paths that haven't been used in a long time, but one path looked like it's been used like quite recently.
We should split up.
No, we should
No.
not.
Good idea.
Titus is like, I'll go with the tasty one. I mean, Kashan.
Well, the one he hasn't had yet is you two. So
Yeah, but he knows you're tasty.
I'm not tasty. Anyway, all
But
right.
we should stick
It's all
together.
that pineapple that you eat. Yeah.
We should stick together, but we should mark our location here.
The many have spoken. Anybody got like chalk or what do you mean mark our location?
Just chip a thing into the wall here. Just mark it so that way if we're ever back to this location, we know that we've been here.
All right, here, spill your gem into a neat little pile right here, Dika.
Oh yeah, that
I can't do it. I put mine in my saddle.
I am not putting my
Put
gems
your
just
gems on the ground in
no.
a pile. Dika, it'll be the perfect mark. It's not like it's so unnatural. Just put your gems down.
You insane.
Well, it's fine. They'll be fine.
Put him down.
I'll take one of my torches out and leave it on the ground.
Why don't we just like leave a trail of your gems that we can follow back, huh? Like that, like the.
Okay. How are you leaving your torch? Are you like leaving it pointed at one of the cavern entrances, or
Yeah, the way we came.
Okay. Cool. All right. So
And semi out of the way.
Okay.
So that way if something just like walks by casually, it's not gonna like knock it over or move it.
Gotcha. Okay. Continuing on. Everyone, give me a wisdom save again.
Like my gem
Boom.
breadcrumb idea.
Or maybe you should have brought your gems.
Bit true.
All right, Titus and Dika, you can sense that, you can feel that your mind's being probed again.
Something probing my mind.
Yeah, something was trying to break into your deepest inner thoughts.
Yeah, I can feel that too.
I flash a look at my companions to see if any of them else have, like, their faces look discontented. What I need to do, like,
You can. I'll let you do an insight check to see if
okay.
you notice something that they don't.
Well, I'm like, cause like, Dika felt it, right?
Yeah.
So like, I'm looking at all of them to see if I can see anybody else feeling something poking in their mind for a second. Like,
Yeah.
you know what I'm saying? I guess insight.
Maybe yeah, insight. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know.
They're
I look like
alien
a bird.
faces. Yeah, they're alien faces. You cannot make out their expressions very well.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
So then I'm like, guys, do any of you else feel something prodding at your mind?
I give him a nod.
You too, Dika.
I look at my sword like.
Kel doesn't say anything.
I kind of give off a haunted look and shake my head no.
Interesting. But you felt it before, didn't you?
I forgot fireball.
But he doesn't tell us that.
No.
Oh, okay. I guess it's only going after the most powerful of our group. Let us proceed.
That's pretty funny.
Yeah.
Thanks.
Okay.
Dude,
As you continue, you notice. So Kassan, as you go ahead, it looks like it's another opening that opens up into another 2 paths, and your sword, Sagiroth, says like, "There's a dragon presence around here."
You mean like those little lizard dogs, or like a big boy?
They're all the same to me. They all should be dead.
Yeah, but like one of them is. We don't have to worry so much about whatever. Anyway, I tell the boys, dragon presence. My dragon sense is tingling.
Where did it leave the presence?
Dragon sense, you say?
Someone within 30 feet of me. Maybe if I'll take the sword out and I'll try dousing with it to like get a clearer direction.
Cool.
If that's anything.
Sagiroth is like, it doesn't work that way, man. Come on.
Aw.
Well, I do. It was worth a try.
But the presence, it's gone.
Do Dragonborn, do they set that off?
Yeah, they do.
Oh, okay.
And so does a draconic bloodline sorcerer.
Okay. Oh man, Corey, if you brought us down in this cave to get fucked up by another dragon.
And he
I
wouldn't
ain't
even-
doing it. Hey, you know what? This is a democracy. I made my point. I convinced you all. So
But there are 2 paths that go down further.
I really wish that dousing thing worked.
Cool.
Which way?
I'll do another survival check to see which one is the most.
Sure. Give me a roll. You can't tell. You cannot tell. Whatever tracks that was there before is no longer here. Like it almost like it disappeared.
Can I give a sniff?
Sure. Sure, you can start sniffing around. Cal, you can
It's survival, right? No,
Yeah, it's a yeah.
We can't just brute force roll this. We roll one.
Yeah, no, you guys kind of start getting in each other's way, and
do I get my action surge back when I short rest? Probably not. Right?
yeah, you did, yeah,
Okay,
you
cool.
do, you get your
Cool.
yeah. So Cal, when you sniff around, it's hard to tell because there's no like everything just smells like rocks and dirt and crystals around here.
Okay.
What do crystals smell like?
Like salt and sugar.
Yeah,
Interesting.
Sweet,
How about-
sweet and salty.
it's something smells salty in here,
Like
like
What's
those slimes that you've been mouthing.
what's that super stinky smell?
Kel, do you have that rope
Like
still?
sulfur.
There you go.
What
Thank you. Yeah, sulfur.
Yeah.
Do I have what?
Do you have that rope still?
Yes.
I've got a rope as well.
Yes.
I
Okay.
have
Well, for Sean,
150 feet.
take this rope, go down that path about 100 feet. Tell me if you still sense the dragon or not, and then come back and then go down that path and tell me if you sense the dragon or not.
How far? 100 feet.
We got 100 feet of rope.
150.
Oh shit, that's a lot of rope.
You want me to tie it around my ankle? I don't have my climbing harness.
You climb it around your waist. You wanna get tripped?
I feel like either way, it's gonna whatever. I tied it around my waist.
Okay, and then you disappear into one of the winding corridors out of
Oh
sight.
god. Make sure the rope's taut.
I feel like I've done this before. Oh right, I've done this before. The rope didn't help out at all.
This is just to make sure you don't get lost.
Well, Sadrov, do you feel like we're getting closer or further? Hot or cold, huh?
I have no idea. Just keep going. Find it, this dragon, and kill it.
Yes, sir. I tried Jalan. Singing a song. No, I don't. I don't make a sound.
You singing a song all the way there?
Okay, Kasan, when you get around 80 feet away, make another wisdom save.
80 feet's pretty far.
Okay,
It is really fun.
Kasan, you have a thought in your head, and it's just says like the rope's gonna get in the way. You should just untie that so you can keep going.
Oh no.
You know what?
Okay.
The rope didn't even really help me last time. It just kind of fell apart when they tried to pull
We're
out.
never gonna see this guy again.
This
He's
is
done,
just
son.
this is just hindering my movement. If I get attacked, I don't want to have a rope around my waist. It's not like they're gonna be able to pull me back. I don't want to get dragged all the way down this tunnel either. I'll just call for help. They'll come to me. They'll come to me, and I untie the rope.
Okay,
And then I keep going.
all right, and then
Do we
you get,
realize? Sorry, but do we realize that the rope's been untied if it stopped moving? Like,
I mean, it's
untaught?
gone slack a while ago because it's gone around so many corners.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Well, I guess we wait.
Are you like feeling it? Like is the rope being pulled?
It's
While I walk?
stationary.
It's stationary because it's gone around so many corners.
Yeah, well, wouldn't so like how would
The further I
he
go, though, the more rope I pull away from that point.
Oh, okay, I thought you had the rope on your side and you're like unwinding it as you go forward.
No, that'd be silly.
Okay. Sure.
Like,
Okay,
that would
then
actually be silly.
So
then
the rope,
the rope goes slack on your side while Kasan keeps going forward.
we lost him.
Give it a tug.
Okay.
It would be hard to tug though because if it's winding a shit ton,
Yeah.
being tugging it would be super hard.
Yeah, it just might be stuck somewhere. Who knows?
Mm.
Kasan, now in your mind, give me another wisdom save.
I'm also trying to keep track of how far I've got.
Okay, cool.
Wow.
Okay, and yeah, as you go forward, and so you get to a crossroad, like another three-way path, and it tells you in your mind that you should take left.
I feel like I should go left, but the boys won't be able to find me without the rope, right? Right, Sadra?
And he says, "I sense dragons. We should go. We should go kill it."
You're gonna kill a dragon by yourself.
I don't know what I'm supposed to do here.
I don't like this. We should go look for him.
Well, I don't know. You failed your save, Kasan, so I'll let you determine how you want to do that.
God damn it! You're right, Sadra. Yeah, they'll come running. They're probably on their way right now. And then I go left. It was
Yep. Yeah, the left.
Oh wait, you know what? Fuck, I don't have any gems. I'll leave some coins down in a little pile.
Okay, you leave a pile of coins.
Some
Okay.
coppers.
I'll leave 10 gold in a pile.
10 gold.
In
Okay.
a big sea.
Ooh.
In a big sea.
Okay.
I have updated my inventory.
Let's see. 1 second. Give me 1 second. Okay. I need to do some things.
Should
You see those 2 8s?
have done the
What's
buddy
going on?
system.
Well,
Make it a
technically we are. I'm with Sadroth.
Okay.
That guy no
Okay.
one can talk to.
Okay. All right. So it's been another like 2 or 3 minutes or so, and then the rope is still not moving at the back at you guys.
All right. I leave another torch indicating the path that we came from.
'Kay.
And then let's go. Let's go after him. Yeah, something's happened to him again.
You go down the path, like a winding path, and you see a pile of coins, like stacked neatly. And one of the you get to another fork, and then you see a pile of coins stacked neatly on one side. Actually, before that, you see the place where he untied himself out clearly, and then to keep going because maybe it was getting in the way because it seemed like the one end was stuck somewhere. But yeah, it looked like he kept going, and then eventually there was a fork, and there's a neat pile of coins.
So either he's being mentally compelled again, or he is a gigantic idiot. So I feel like he's being compelled. This is not abnormal for him. So let's try to hasten the pace and catch up to him. I
'Kay.
also pick up his coins and leave another torch.
Okay, so you go down right.
What? The left path.
No.
No. You
It was
went
a
down
neat
right.
pile of coins. I left coins in the pile of the sea.
So you go down right. All right. Kasan, you continue on for another maybe like 5 minutes, 10 minutes. And it looks like the path goes on for a while. And back to you guys, the other party. So you guys continue down this path. It looks like there's some dragging along the ground here, but a lot of the floor is like crystalline, so it's really hard to track. So there's only sporadic footprint kind of or drag marks along the ground.
Drag marks or foot marks?
Like footprint kind of marks, yeah. But you don't see Kasan anywhere here. Maybe he's too far ahead. If he's going at the same pace you are, then he'll be like 5 minutes ahead of you.
We need to hurry.
Yes, let's pick up the pace and go.
So you guys move at double pace?
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, not
So
quite double pace, but
Okay, because you can move at half pace to like search for traps and search for like secrets, or you can move at normal pace or double pace where you have a disadvantage on perception tests.
Right, faster.
yeah, I wouldn't. I guess it would just be normal pace then, still, but
'Kay.
because I wouldn't want to go double pace.
Well, if you think Kashan is already going down here, then he probably set up all the traps.
I still don't know if we're not being watched by something. So I don't know if something saw him go by and then is waiting for us.
That's fair.
Okay, let's go back to Kasan. Kasan, give me another wisdom saving throw. And you can have an advantage on this one specifically.
Okay, I'm gonna roll it again then.
Okay. Okay,
Finally,
this one
okay.
says, this one's telling you that you need to drop your leave your sword. And Sagiroth is like, no, don't drop me. I'm your only defense. But you still fail. That was your advantage from Sagiroth, giving you the advantage
Okay.
to resist.
All right.
But how you feel about it? But yeah, it's just a straight up command. Drop your sword.
You stay here and watch this path. I'll continue on.
Sandra, tell them where I've gone, and I put him down. I plunk him into the ground.
Okay. You dented me. And then you go out of his range, and you can no longer hear him in your thoughts.
This is nuts. I'm lost forever, man.
And then you go back to the party. All right, you guys eventually come across into it looks like an opening with mushroom patches growing among the crystals.
I look for signs of Kashan walking through the mushrooms, and I don't walk into the mushrooms.
See if anyone's tried to pull the mushrooms recently.
Yeah.
Maybe. They're pretty big, but not huge mushrooms. They're maybe like 8 to 12 inches tall.
I'd also start to get suspicious because I know Kashan would not go through a mushroom patch like this because we've already gone through a patch of mushrooms and been spored back in whatchamacallit. So I'm either A, getting more convinced that he has been compelled, or B, I'm getting more disappointed that he is an idiot.
Which is worse. But yeah, you guys, yeah. So, give me a investigation if anyone wants to assist or anyone want to take charge.
Bam! I'm taking charge of
Oh
this.
shit! All right, Titus. So you go through the mushroom patches and you notice
Someone's got a big
these.
decision around here.
So you notice that these mushroom patches, these mushrooms are a type of edible mushrooms high in protein. And they look
Ugh.
like they're being cultivated here by some creatures, and it looks like maybe humanoid creatures, but definitely not Kasan. Maybe those footprints that you saw weren't even Kasans at all, and you've been led astray by maybe some sort of like humanoid creatures that are trying to trick you.
I have to interject. Those mushrooms are not edible.
Not for you, unless they're filled with blood, right?
Yeah.
They feed. They'd feed livestock.
Yeah.
this
They
is
feed life.
feed.
They leave livestock. Yeah.
The ruminary cultivations of a primitive feed livestock species. I relay this information to the gang. These mushrooms are being cultivated by some species living down here. They may have taken Kushan or leave these tracks that we've been following.
Yeah, if there are sentient creatures down here, then the coin pile might have been tampered with.
Yes. We must move on to find Kashan.
Okay, so you turn back.
Yes.
Okay. Kasan, eventually you go through like a small passageway into an area that looks like it's been developed. It looks like it might even be like a laboratory or like a study hall or something. And at the end of the hall, you see a massive crystal that seems to that seems to be like stationary. As you approach, it unfolds into a dragon, a crystal dragon that looks down on you.
It looks at me already.
Yeah, it looks at you, and you can hear, and it speaks, but not through its mouth, but in your mind. And it talks to you.
What does it say?
It says, "You have trespassed in my home. You have broken through here like many of other mortals that have come before you. Why should I not kill you and your friends for trespassing in such sacred grounds?"
You're at. It sounds like you've made up your mind. You're gonna do whatever you're gonna do. I'm not gonna argue for anything, and I'm backing away.
I'm giving you a chance to explain yourself.
We've come to clear an infestation of slimes that have been bothering good people. Well, miners, uh, people without ill intent. We did not mean to trespass on your land.
This entire crystal is my land. Those dwarves have come here to mine and steal and harvest my crystals that I have cultivated and grown myself.
For what purpose?
It is my being. This is my lair, and this is how my people reproduce.
Is it like approaching me? Does it care that I'm slowly backing away, or
It's yeah, it can see you slowly backing away, but it tells you in your head like, don't bother, you can never outrun me.
I believe it. I believe it. Well, we do not need to fight here and now. You can let me go.
Why should I do that?
Because the revenge that my friends will seek will decimate you in this entire place. You'll have no hope if you don't let me go here now.
Holy shit.
You're threatening him?
Yeah,
What
I
are you
can.
doing?
Give me an intimidation check.
I'm not gonna lie to him.
Yeah.
I mean, you could show sympathy for.
Yeah.
Oh my
Oh.
god.
Oh my god, you're dead.
Okay,
You're
and
dead.
he approaches and he
Every time I
says
play with you.
he approaches and he says to you, I've already neutered your friends. They're powerless against me. I will kill you and I'll separate them and kill them too one by one.
What would it take for you to not do this?
Take your friends and leave and make sure those dwarves never come back.
I can do this. I'll yes, I'll negotiate. I'll make it happen.
It's reading your mind, like straight up. Are you lying to him? Because he'll know
No,
immediately.
I'm not lying.
Okay.
Like Kishan doesn't lie.
Take an oath now.
He's not lying, he's just dying.
Take an oath, like to your god, that you will take them and leave.
I put my shield onto the ground with my holy symbol on it. I kneel in front of it and in front of him. Put my hand on the shield, and I swear to you, I will stop the dwarves from intruding on your territory, and I will take my friends and leave.
Okay. And it tells you, get out of here.
Dude, do I feel like my head's a little bit less fucked up?
No, it feels like you're being watched at every moment now, even more clearly. And it's watching you like through your eyes, basically, at this point.
These
Oh.
eyes.
All right, well, I'm gonna go pick up my sword.
Okay, when you go back, you see like a humanoid, but that looks like a mushroom, like but you're carrying your sword away.
You little animal, and I yell at it. Does it do anything? That's mine.
It starts running faster.
I'm gonna run after it.
Okay, and then you hear the voice in your head, same again from the dragon. It's like, leave it.
I swore to you that I would take my companions and leave. That sword is my companion.
And he's like, oh. And he's like, it's kind of like, oops, kind of sound. And then it's like, all right, you can have it. And then he like, oh, you're one of those people. All right. And the mushroom man like drops the sword and then runs off.
Oh, okay. So those are yours, huh? I pick up my sword. Can I talk to it, or is it like
Sadrael is like, I've been touched and held by a non-sentient, disgusting.
Yeah, what was that thing? You ever see it before? You're native here.
Whoa! What are you saying? I'm not native from this region. I'm from the surface world. I don't know what's in the Underdark around here.
Underdark. Is it like the Underdeep?
I mean, maybe. I thought you would be from the Underdank. Ha 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 ha.
I laugh with him. And we carry on.
Okay. Eventually, you go back to the crossroad, and
Yeah.
at the same time, you see Kel, Dika, and Titus also here.
Hey guys, we gotta get out of here.
What happened to you, Kashan?
Wait, why'd you come from there?
Yeah.
What do you mean?
You left a pile of gold going down this way.
No, I didn't. I left a C in the mouth of this one. Did you go down the other tunnel?
When we came to this crossroads, there was a neat pile of gold down this road.
You should know me better than to leave anything neat.
I'll
Anyway,
keep that in mind.
can I have it back?
Sure.
I'm gonna update my inventory. It was probably those little mushroom boys.
We saw something to that extent.
Yeah, they were controlled by a dragon, a crystal dragon. We're kind of inside of a giant embryo here, or like a sex pit. I don't know. We gotta get out.
Ugh.
That's Kel's response. You've
Sure.
had enough things burst in your mouth so far today, Kel.
Yes. Yes. It's happened a surprisingly large amount this campaign.
I'm gonna do an insight check on him to see if he's
Sure. Give me an insight check.
Are you faking it? Are you being compelled?
I'll tell you what.
Did you do it?
So Dika, he's definitely doesn't seem like he's being like puppeteered.
and I've definitely know what he's like when he's being puppeteered or compelled. so-
Yeah. He's charming and smart and quick-witted when he's puppeteered.
rude. What is it like for Sadroth to be in my brain while a dragon is also in my brain?
It feels like you're like in a compact car with 3 people in the back seat.
Oh,
and
Three
two of them
people-
hate each other.
3 people.
Yeah, and 2 of them hate each other, and they're like sitting across with you in between, and they're like fucking like clawing at each other and like throwing punches at each other.
I'm pretty sure this isn't a seat. There's no seatbelt in the middle, guys. I don't think we're supposed to be doing this. Anyway, we need to get out here. And we also have to stop the encroachment of the dwarves.
Or
No, no or.
no, or
Whatever or you already got.
And I have a tendency to believe him. He is a foregoing expert of being mentally compelled to do things.
this is democracy, isn't it? As you said. Who wants to leave? Put up your hand.
I'm sorry, but when it comes to a quest, when I'm sworn, there is no democracy.
For you, we don't all live by your holy trials and tribulations, Kasan.
But you will feel the force of me making you leave if you refuse to.
Is that a challenge?
Oh my
No.
Sean.
It's a plead. Titus, please be on my side with this.
Give me a sincerity roll, though.
If you, did something nice for me.
How about you come back here for me, baby?
Yeah.
Well, if everybody else wants to leave too, I'll leave.
Yeah, I want to go. But I'll blow up the entrance again. I'll cave it in.
So wait, why are the mushroom people living in here?
I didn't ask.
Oh.
They're a servant race, a mindless servant race.
Could I
I
have?
don't. Is it like a good thing to let this crystal dragon multiply out of character?
The denizen of the deep. So
It's
Negative.
probably fine.
We'll cross that bridge when we come to it. Right now, we got other pressing matters.
All right, let's get out of here. Those are all a bunch of bitches.
Bada boom, cave it
Could
in.
you imagine the loot from a crystal dragon?
yeah, you go ahead and you fight.
We
that.
almost killed the last one. You two weren't even there when we fought it the first time.
I can't go back. I try one, and I still feel the presence of the dragon in my mind. You won't just be fighting him; you'll be fighting his minions, and I'm afraid he can make me one of them.
Okay. I don't want to kill my little buddy Cassian.
Thank you. And then I start pushing everyone from the back out. Push, push, push. Go, go, go.
Cave in, cave in, cave in.
It looks like you make your way back. It takes you another like hour and a half, but you finally get back to the entrance of the crystal caverns. So do you want to cave in the ooze hole or the hole to the entire crystal cavern?
We should come back in that cave with a bunch of dynamite and
The
just
ooze
blow
hole.
the fucking mountain down.
Well, is it okay? He said all of the mountain was his territory.
Yeah, it was his, yeah.
You know
We
what?
got-
Let's do
we
the
got cave.
entire crystal cavern for now.
Yeah.
We got to get in the whole mountain.
So we all clear out, like cave in the entire cavern.
Whoa, we should talk to the miners.
Okay, so so you come out and then you throw your fireball and then you cave in the entrance and all the dwarves come over. What happened? What's going on? The entrance it's been caved in.
Quiet down, you whelp. You trespassed on a crystal dragon cave. If you guys went any further, it would have teared you all them from them. This whole mountain is its home. If you keep digging here, it'll eat every single one of you and your family.
Holy shit! Give me a intimidation check, Titus.
Can I have advantage on that, Batman?
Is anyone helping?
Yes,
Is
I'm
anyone-
helping. I'm
Okay.
fucking cheerleading behind him.
Yeah, with Kassan looking grim behind the vent, and they all look pale, and they all look all like, all right, boys, we're packing up. We're packing up, boys.
Yeah, we destroy industry after industry in this place.
No mining, no cookie making.
You guys have personally closed multiple mines and multiple mining ventures. The gold mine's been closed. The gem mine's been closed. The artifact mine's been closed.
I wasn't even
And-
there for the artifact mine.
Yeah. That's the one with
The first one we
that's the
did.
one that's. Yeah.
We opened that one and then we closed it.
We're
I
terrible for the economy.
go check it out.
The economy would have costed a lot of people their lives. So
I check on my horse. I check the saddlebags and make sure everything's all in order.
It's all good.
Oh, even after telling them the mine was gonna get closed.
Yeah. Well, you convinced them that it's a terrifying thing to even try to reopen it with like a monster in there, that even the heroes of Phandelver couldn't overcome. So they're very convinced, and they're like, "Well, thank you for warning us and closing that godforsaken cave. I guess we'll have to find work elsewhere."
We'll open it one day. One day.
Okay, and they nod, and then they start packing up to move their operations.
Cal learned his fireball again.
After you leave, after about an hour, it comes back to you, Kel.
And
I
then
guess on
I'll
the way
cave
back.
in.
And then
I'll-
no, basically, it like lasts an hour. So on the way back, by the time you are ready to cast it, it's ready for you, kind of thing.
Cool.
Yeah.
Dragon. I say in my head. Does this fulfill everything? Are you satisfied?
You don't hear it in your mind at all.
Oh, okay, well, whatever.
Yeah. You say dragon, and then you don't hear anything, and then Sadrot is like, dragon.
Oh no, boy, down.
No, you down. Sit, Kasan, sit.
No, you sit.
Let's do an opposed will check.
That's that's wisdom.
Yeah, wisdom.
Oh,
Oh no.
All right, Kasan, you have to sit.
I sit down in front of everybody.
Yes, I too should take a rest. And I sit.
After he was talking to himself about, no, you sit. No, you sit. Fine. He just sits down.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What is with these incredibly low rolls?
It uses one compulsion on you a day that it can do on making you sit. All right.
Glad I knew about that now.
All right.
Anyway.
But you did manage to. Let me give you guys some XP. Uh,
Guys,
let's see. Give me a couple minutes for me to calculate this. Okay.
I write in my journal, dragons, good or bad? Question mark. I don't know.
Very though.
dragons are always bad.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking, Titus. That's what Sadros says too.
No, dragons are not bad. Not always.
They're always bad
That
for
is a
puny
very
individuals like us.
close-minded viewpoint of.
The dragons of my world were slaughtered to the number when they tried to oppose my father. And I look at my sword as it's gleaming in the air.
Well,
All right.
yeah, okay.
Everyone gets 600 XP for finishing the quest and slaying a plethora of monsters.
So we're at 18,775.
Are you close?
We should be at 21,655.
Oh,
And you guys level up at 22 or 23?
20, I believe.
20 what?
21,655.
Yeah, but like, what do we level up at?
It'll tell you.
All right. Anyways.
Yeah, I think you're close, but
23,000.
Okay.
23? Okay, cool.
13,045.
Nice, nice. All right. But you guys got all the stuff. But so you wait a day, and Kasich comes back with a boat, and yeah. So they said like, oh, by the way, Kel, Azuk had a question for you.
Is he on the boat?
No, he's not on the boat. He's back in the village. But he thought he should ask. But like, if you are the warlord and leading them to war, why are you sending them back to the mountains? That was his question. I think it's a good idea to send them all back there, where they belong. You know.
Whoa, case it.
I mean, that's where they're most comfortable. They can do their fighting there. They can do their hunting, and they're not harming anyone.
Can we have to go to the mining camp, right? With those supplies, or like, what are we doing with the rat folk? Are we doing
Rat-
that next, or what? What are we doing
Rat-
next?
I don't.
I was gonna when we go back to town see that jeweler lady.
We didn't have to do anything with the wrestler. We were going to check in with them, but I keep on getting shot down about that.
Dika, you're the most mobile. Why don't you just go see them and then come back to town, and we'll meet you at town.
What away is that? I think to myself.
Yeah, yeah, that is.
Can't you fly forever?
You're not a migratory bird. Like...
Oh, okay. You can't fly forever. All right.
Can we go see Azuk be like on the way back to Phandelver?
No, he's like on the opposite direction. But you can go there if you want, Kel.
Me personally?
Oh, what if you guys want to? Why did you want to go back to talk to them? In case it asks.
I look at the group. I would like to talk to Azuk, and then we head back to Phandelver. That work? Awesome. Okay, let's do that.
Okay, so by
No
that
objections.
by that afternoon, you guys can be back at the Dwarven excavation with Azuk's party. It's like, and as you arrive, Azuk's there, and you see him, getting ready and packing, and it's like, ah, Kel, you're here. I wanted to ask you why. It's been bothering me in my mind. I thought I asked you, since you're the warlord, you're the lord of war, right? Who are
Yes.
we making war against? Why are we being sent back up to the mountains?
I've
All the
been
orcs are here.
all the
There's no
orcs.
all the orcs. They all left the mountains.
This represents the entirety of the orc.
No, not us. There's many tribes that came down from the mountains.
How many tribes? I
Uh,
need this information. Let us talk about this right now.
there's countless. We don't do a census up here on the surface world.
How many prominent tribes are there? Who are the big chieftains? Like how would you go? Like what is the legend behind uniting the tribes?
Uniting the tribes. I mean, uniting the tribes is just part of what the warlord does, right? I mean, there's a Rockbreaker tribe, and that's the one with the wyvern. And that's, you might have seen that. He also probably is gonna claim himself as a warlord, like claim himself as a warlord. He rides on a manticore and he has a pet wyvern. He was the previous warlord's beastmaster, and he must have hundreds of orcs and goblins under him.
What was that
And
tribe called?
the Rockbreakers.
The orcs who live at Cragmaw. It would be
There's no orcs at Cragmaw Castle.
goblins,
They're all goblins. Yeah.
but they're monsters.
Yeah, I suppose. But isn't that place like in the swamps or in the forest or something? And they have a dragon.
I'm just talking about options.
I mean, we just all ran away from a dragon. We're kind of traumatized. You're not gonna throw us back in that, are you?
I never expected you to be so. I expected more out of you.
Oh, excuse me. He like crosses his arms. I'm not like these surface orcs. We're more. I went to university.
All right. Well, the thing is, Azuk, is that I need more information to like properly plan a campaign.
All right. All right. There's one I think you can. He is kind of a holy symbol. The sacred eye of Gruma. It is some sort of a giant with one eye, and he leads a tribe of shaman and ogres. If you can get him on your side, maybe we can like turn this around, and we can get some real meat and real fighting strength under our tribe.
Okay. Prepare for a confrontation with him. Gather the.
Oh no, we don't. The tribes don't go on war against each other. That's against the rules.
No,
It's
but
only the leaders that fight.
Yeah, no. I need an honor guard though. I want an honor
Oh,
guard.
right,
You guys
all
need to
right.
be there, and you guys need
Okay,
to be blinged out, and
bling that.
yeah, and cut. So no more carbs.
All right, all right.
Dude, if people didn't eat carbs in the Middle Ages, they'd die. Are you kidding me?
You never answered his question. You got to answer his question. Why are we going back to that place?
Yeah.
Oh, I changed my mind. You're staying here. Although,
Oh,
like with the like non-fighters, the non-fighters should go back to Cragmount Castle with a small.
well, then who would defend them?
Yeah, no, I'm saying
Our fighting folks have to stick together with us.
So stay here for now until the orc tribes or monster tribes. We it's not just the orc tribes. It's all the monster tribes, including Phandelver. None of you are here. I'm talking to Azuk alone.
Phandelver. And he's like, Phandelver, but they're dwarves. They would never work with us.
They're
They would sooner
monsters.
die. They will sooner die than work with us.
Think about
Orcs.
it. Well, no. As you said, they'll never do it. These orcs would never change their way for me, but I will find a way, and it's the same. It's all the same. I will find a way. It will all bend to my will. The Great Flame is an agent of change, and I will destroy everything in my path to rebuild tradition anew.
Kel, that's kind of intense. But you know, I personally I don't mind the dwarves any more than the next orc. You know, but if you try to subjugate them, it's gonna be a bloodbath. They're gonna fight to the death.
It's not about that, but it is about that. We'll see what happens.
Oh, I didn't know you're so bloodthirsty, Kel. That's I guess that's what a warlord does. He shrugs.
I nod knowingly at him, and then I pat him on the shoulder a few times, and yeah. Prepare the honor guard. I will return in under 2 weeks to take you guys to challenge the Sacred Eye of Gruma.
All right.
And then I nod at him and leave.
Okay.
All right, to Phandalin.
How'd it go?
Excellent.
You tell us? Okay.
I have decided that keeping this tribe here in the old excavation site is the right way to go. Is the correct way to proceed.
Why?
Because their presence here will serve as a stabilization force with the surrounding orcish tribes. Would you like to help me stabilize the area, Kashan? Azuk has asked me to work with him to unite the orcish tribes into something more manageable.
Yeah, sure.
Thank you, good friend.
Let's see what you build before I attach my name to it.
Well, not a problem. I just want a person I can trust at my back. You don't even have to do anything, but just watch my back for me.
So you bought all this food for them to migrate to the fortress to defend it, and now you're not going to do that.
Well, they still can support themselves and enjoy life on my dime. It is what it is. This is what needs to happen. This needs to happen right now, and so I gotta just roll with it.
What'll happen if another orc tribe seizes the fortress?
Well, that is just another piece of the pie that we have to bring into the unity.
I'm saying, wouldn't it be better if you were defending the fortress than attacking it?
You have to win at this endeavor. You have to be mobile and be able to adapt and change the paradigm to suit. They have to react to your moves.
God, you are talking like a cult leader. The paradigm.
I feel like
he's actually a cult leader, though.
I feel like you've never been to war, eh?
We gotta shift the paradigm, man.
You need to seize the most defensible points first before anyone else does. You're leaving a fortress to be taken up by someone else, and
That's old ways to fight war, Cassian. You should be mobile and fast, strike at the supply lines, and push onwards.
That being said, Azuk basically said that intertribal warfare is non-existent. Did I get that? Is that correct? And that it's just like chieftain duels?
Otherwise, they would lose a fighting strength.
Okay, so they should go to fucking no. Yeah, I turn around. Azuk, get this shit going back to Icefire Hold. If I'm the warlord. I'm out. I'm the military force. I'm the way we project power. Go back to Icefire Hold. Start building shit up, and
Building what? What do you mean building stuff up? We don't have masons here. We don't have architects.
Figure it out.
Uh,
I'll
What a
send some
great
dwarves
leader.
up.
Do this. How?
I'll send some
Figure it
dwarves
out.
up.
yeah. What dwarf?
They will bear my sigil. They'll bear the sigil of the Great Flame.
Oh, okay, sure.
Don't eat them. You have to protect them from these dwarves. If yeah, make sure. And then I'll go talk to the shaman. Yo, do you want anything? Like, how can we become friends?
Okay. And then as you approach the shaman, it's like, oh, Kel, you're here. Well, to properly consecrate you as the warlord, we'll have to have you take the sacred oath of Gruma.
What does that entail?
It means that you must never lead your war party astray, otherwise you'll be struck with the curse of Gruma.
So, like, never betray the war party.
Yeah, everyone under your rule.
Okay, sure. That doesn't mean that I can't, like, defend myself against traitors and usurpers, correct?
Well, they're not traitors. Well, I mean, you mean challengers. You mean challengers, right?
No, I mean those who do it by, like, deceit and subterfuge,
Subterfuge?
treachery,
I don't.
cunning.
Treachery.
I don't think you have to worry about that from the orcs. They don't even understand what you're talking about.
Okay, sure. Yeah, no,
we
I
are not
gotcha.
we are not a people that do that kind
Okay,
of
no problem.
underhanded things like the civilized folks to spits on the ground.
I will accept any and all challengers to maintain my position. The great flame brings change.
And then he starts like rubbing his head. I'm looking forward to that one-on-one fight with you and that giant.
Okay. So how can we work together?
Giant or ogre? Which one is it? I thought it was an ogre.
Oh no, it's a giant. It's like 20 feet tall.
It's a giant that leads a tribe of ogres, though.
They worship it because it's a giant.
Is it the Ogre King, or is the Ogre King one of the tribe's members?
Ogre King? Oh, you mean off to the far west? No, that is those are civilized ogres to the far west that are far away from here.
Gotcha. Okay, so is there anything you need, shaman?
We would like some fresh meat, but Azuk over there, doesn't like that.
Well,
how are we to make blood sacrifices and pluck the eyes of living creatures if we can and give thanks to Gruma?
Just make totems.
Totems are very lackluster.
Yeah, and then he looks at you, Titus, and is like, yes, agrees. It's like
blood sacrifices are the way to go.
The noble here understands.
Okay, non-sentient only.
Nonsense. But then they won't experience the Gruma's gift under sacrifice.
Okay,
God don't
volunteer
speak to
only.
people that sacrifice a squirrel.
Volunteer. Okay. Coercion's allowed, right?
No.
No.
No. This guy.
We'll have to work with what we have.
I nodded him.
But Cal, the more you deny us, the more we'll follow out of favor from you, Cal, and more will oppose you.
Accept any and all challengers. And I stand up and I loom, and then I stomp back towards Case's ship.
You should have trumpeted.
I trumpet.
Okay.
Any and all challenges. I just gotta own this and just hopefully I won't get smacked down.
Evil fire mage Babar.
yeah. When you trumpet, there's some orcs nearby that are like basket weaving, and they look at you like, whoa. They like just like to just like lean back a little bit and then just kind of like walk away.
When you said the challenger thing, I thought Kel was gonna get rid of that rule immediately.
Yeah,
I didn't
for
expect
sure.
him to accept it.
Like you think you just fucking. So there's other orc bands that don't follow the Cal
They don't like him.
and that will follow blood sacrifice.
Who knows what they'll do?
Interesting.
What is this tribe called?
This is Azuk's tribe. He wasn't very creative, so he just named it after himself after he took over.
That works. It's serviceable.
I just came to the surface lands, and they wanted to fight me, and I fought them, and it was the tribe chief that I killed accidentally, and now I'm the tribe chief. I didn't really want this, really. That's like it's like a back history, like. Okay. All right. So you guys head back to Phandelver.
Hmm.
All right. You arrive back. Is there anything special you guys want to do while you are
Yeah,
in town?
I wanna
Yeah,
go-
Titus. You want to go see your
the gem master, whatever she was.
yeah.
Your girlfriend.
At least I have one, big nose.
Mine just goes to a different dimension.
Big nose. That's funny.
Okay, you go back to what was her name?
Never mind.
Renia. Okay, Renia. Okay, you go back to the gem cutter, Renia, and she was like,
I walk
you're
in
back.
and I
Me
throw the
too.
4 focusing. You came with me?
I'm coming to the.
Okay, you go in as well, Kisan?
Yeah, I need eyes for my horse. He's freaking people out. Here's some gems. Make some eyes for me, please.
Sure, I'll put that in my backlog. How much gems do you give her, Kisan?
How many to make 2 sets of beautiful eyes for my horse?
Probably 2 gems.
Yeah, 2 gems.
How much
You
will I
well
owe you
gems
for that?
together.
Let's say 50 gold, and 2 gems worth 10 gold each.
So I'll give you 50 gold worth of gems, and then 2 gems worth 10 gold.
Okay, sure, 70 gold altogether.
Enough with this eye business. And I toss the 4 focus crystals on her counter.
Great. You brought extras. That will make this job even easier.
I thought I needed 4.
You needed 3. Any extras
Oh.
she'll pay you extra for.
What do they do?
So I'll need to make a device, and please come back tomorrow, and then let me after I get this sorted out.
I don't have to leave my good crystal here, do I?
No, you can keep that for now. I just
Okay.
need to make the device.
Perfect. To your work, merchant, artisan. When I leave,
Yes. Yes, of
I
course. Thank
put
you.
up my black Sith robe thingy and walk out.
As you leave, Kasan and Titus, you see a dwarf coming to you, running up to you, Kasan specifically. It's like, Kasan, good thing I found you. I couldn't find anyone else.
Do I recognize the dwarf?
He must be one of Kel's like followers. It's like the liquor inspector. He's been kidnapped. You're the only one nearby I could find. Please come save him.
Liquor inspector, what is this nonsense there, Kasan?
We duty calls, Titus. For the greater good, for peace and order. Onward, forward. Let's go.
Okay. I can follow him, I guess.
I jump on my horse and I pull him on my horse and charge wherever he's pointing me towards.
It's right around the corners in like a
A very
like a-
short trot.
in like a dark shack, like in there. You'll have to go in quietly and take him out fast, because like otherwise he might kill him.
Take who out fast?
The kidnapper. It must be one of Hallia's folks, one of those ex red brands.
Well, I'm no executioner, and I cannot take the law into my own hands. And I know there's only one guard here. I'm going to try and negotiate. And I yell into the house. Kidnapper.
Okay.
No reply.
Yeah. What's up?
Nothing. I'm just saying I think I know where this is going, and I don't want to spoil it.
Okay. You hear nothing, Kasan, inside.
And there's a guard at the door.
There's no guard at the door.
Fucking kick the door open.
I turn to that other dwarf and say, "Go get the town watch guy."
Okay, Titus.
Yeah.
As you kick the door open, you see inside like a dwarf that's tied up and another dwarf that's looking out the window on the other side.
It seems that one of you has taken one of my friends, worked as hostage. I'd like him back, and there won't be any bloodshed.
Oh, we lost Corey.
What?
Oh, I
Oh.
saw your icon disappear.
Yeah, sorry. Just a second.
I run in there with him. Only my shield. Only my shield out.
Do they not respond to my?
Yeah, there's no response.
The guy staring out the window.
Yeah, the guy. There's no response from him either.
What the
I
hell?
walk up behind him and I grab his shoulder.
Okay. You grab his shoulders, and
Turn him around.
he slumps forward, all bloodied, and the blood like sprays all over your clothes as he slumps over in front of you.
I put my hand on my clothes and I grab a droplet of it and I put it on my tongue. How fresh is it?
It looks like it's a few hours old.
How does it taste? A few hours? A couple days?
Yeah, a few hours.
Is it dead or is he dead?
He's been dead for several hours.
I go and I check the tied up dwarf.
Tied up dwarf. So you check on him, and you turn him over, and he is also dead.
Damn. We got here too late. Well, I guess I go sit on the curb and wait for the cop.
There's
That
a bunch of
one-
people tied up, isn't there?
There's one person tied up.
I
Are
just
they
checked
alive?
them.
Oh, that's
Yeah.
you check.
One was tied up, one was in the window. They're both dead.
Well, can I investigate for some clues?
Sure. Do an investigation roll, please.
I
Mr.
cannot help you.
Gives up in 2 seconds. Investigate.
All right. So this looks like this entire thing is like a stage. Like everything is like nicely set up. It looks like the people were dragged in here, and the person was like set up and propped up to like make it look like it was looking out the window, and then like specifically to like when it's turned to like spray blood over whoever that like turned them around.
Oh, we're being framed.
A devious
And-
person did this.
And the person that was like on the ground, like it looks like he's also been dead and been like was like brought over and then murdered here, and then
So
yeah.
as I notice this, I run to the far window and jump out of it.
Okay. you leave Kasan. So
Yeah.
it's just Kasan with 2 dead bodies, and
Yeah.
then
But
And
he's
then
not covered in
Bob-
blood. But he's not covered in blood.
I'm
yeah,
I'm,
he's not-
I'm sitting on the curb outside in the front waiting for the cop. Is
Okay.
what I said already. That the guy tied up was the liquor license guy, right?
yeah.
Okay, all right.
Okay, and then you see what's his name? Bob, Dave. What was the
You said there was
Okay.
a system where every week the sheriff.
Yeah, so it's a different one. So today it's Dave. So Dave the dwarf comes by.
So was Cassandra just sitting outside and all he heard was
Yeah, you see the glass shatter behind you. But Dave the sheriff comes by. Uh, what's going on here, Kasan?
There's been a double murder.
A double murder? What happened here? Can you tell me what happened?
The little dwarf. He told you about somebody had kidnapped the liquor license guy, right?
I don't know. I just someone came by and said I should come here quick.
Oh, did he tell you? Okay, so that gentleman came. He got me. He found me and told me that the liquor license man, the the inspector, sorry, had been taken and kidnapped and was being held in this place. And I came here to try and negotiate for something, and I sent that gentleman your way to get you, but the bodies were already dead when I got here.
What happened? Did the kidnapper kill the hostage?
I I didn't actually see any kidnapper. There was nobody. I there was no nobody here when I got here, other than the two bodies that are in there. Here, my friend should be able to corroborate this. He's inside.
He like goes inside and he sees there's no one here.
Oh, what? Oh, well he was. I don't know what's going on.
Who was here? Who's your friend?
My friend Titus.
Titus. Oh, I don't see him here. I just see it's like, oh my god, what a horrific murder. And then he's like, things like this haven't happened here like as long as I remember.
Well, what's the procedure here?
I mean, us dwarves we're good folk. This being a sheriff and a policeman is mostly an honorary thing, you know. Like, no one really commits crimes around here. But I'll have to look this up. I'll have to ask Harbin Wester what kind of rules are involved with this. He's the bureaucrat around here. I'll be back. Just mind your business, okay?
you're not gonna you're not gonna secure the area?
Oh, well, with what? There's just me. Am I supposed to secure it and go ask questions at the same time? Maybe you can give me a hand. Maybe you can secure this area while I go.
Oh, I thought he was gonna blame you for murdering the guy.
I thought he was too. I was like, I'm gonna go to jail. Yeah, I'll secure this area, sure. And I secure the area, and I also look into the sky to see if I can see Dika flying anywhere.
Okay.
Ah!
Dika, are you flying around anywhere?
Would I have anything to do that day? No, I'd probably just go see if Droop was back.
Why are you flying in the air right now?
Droop? No, he's still not back. Who's got the sending stone?
I do.
Okay. Let's see. Yeah, Droop's gonna message you, Kassan, and says like, all right. He says like, it's gonna take a bit longer. I need to fix the power armor for King Groll, so it's gonna take me another couple more days.
King Grow. I'm just gonna write this down real quick.
Soon it'll be King.
So I must be pretty fucking hungry.
King
Eh?
Droop? What?
I must be pretty hungry.
Yeah, you haven't fed blood in a long time.
So as I jumped out that window, I'm gonna go into finding and stalking a new prey.
Okay.
The murder turned you on.
yeah. It's like, oh, that blood. And
Yeah,
you start like
tasted
licking. Okay.
And back. Take your time and stay safe.
Okay. Let's do one step at a time. Let's start from Kel. Kel, what are you up to? You go back to town.
I want to do a lot of things. So
Okay, start with one. Let's do this in sequence because the order that you do things might have some of you intersecting.
I'll do it at night. But I question: are there vampires in this plane? Like, do they?
Yeah,
exist?
there is. There's typical so from where you're from, vampirism is like it's like an ancient curse that just became a race by itself because you're like not undead, right?
No.
You just need to drink blood. You're just completely like living, but you need to drink blood to like sustain yourselves. So that's the difference between you and like. But there's actual like undead vampires in here. Yeah, it would have been in the list of warnings on your travel guide.
Vampires. Ooh, that sounds a bit spicy.
Yeah. So Kel, so specifically today, you have anything you want to do, or do you want to make this into a long-term thing that you're doing?
I think I can get a lot of it done today.
Okay, cool.
I want to talk to Blockhead first,
'Kay.
and all of the other dwarves. Ood Grey, Snack Grove, Kinmac,
'Kay.
Bjorgid, and Grog Hotier.
'Kay. so you can go visit Buckhead in his office. Today, actually, there's a long lineup of people to his office that are coming in one at a time.
What is okay? I go to the front of the line and
You just
wait.
push your way in.
Yeah,
Yeah. I was
and
like, and then as you come in, the person that was sitting on the other side, like looking flustered, he's like, "Excuse me, I'll have to take this one. I'll talk to you later." And then Buckhead turns and this is like, "All right, we can send the rest home for the day." And he says to one of his men, "Oh, Kel, you're back."
yes, Buckhead. Yes, I return, and I have need of your attention.
Oh, sure, sure. What do you need, Kel?
I need you to gather your lieutenants. Ood Gray, Snack Grove, Kinmag Boogeyard, and Grog Hotier.
And they're like, and they walk out of the back room like all menacingly one at a time. They all got like their cheap suits on, like with their, and they're like they got like facial scars, knuckles all like ripped up and bruised, like bandages over like their hands. Like they all come out and they all stand at attention, like their
Can
muscles like bursting out of their like cheap suits, like
it would be all shades of red.
yeah, yeah, it's all shades of red. Yeah.
Okay. So
How do you like your firebrands?
the the, the firebrands please me. It is everything I want out of a religious order. Yes, quite pleasing indeed.
How's boss? Ever since you told us to stop those narcotic operations, like some of our boys have taken it into their own hands. They've left uh, our clan, you could call it, and they've been operating by themselves. If we don't get them under control, it's gonna get the attention of that Harvin Wester. And if he brings any like actual like police force here, we're gonna be in deep trouble.
Yes, I agree with your assessment of that, but you also must consider that Harbin is a useful bureaucratic official who serves an important function. His position must be protected. We will. I personally will take care of this and set a example, a clear example, for those who would seek to countermand my proscriptions.
Yes, of course. Oh, there's one more thing. I've heard that Harvin Wester might be bringing in a religious official to make sure the validity of the Great Flame.
Oh, a validity committee.
It rhymes. It has to be very.
Yeah, good chime in there.
Yeah. So Kel,
Still the office.
this is important. If they come here, and who knows what they're gonna say about the Great Flame. Kel, you need to make sure that they never arrive here. Harbin's
Uh,
gonna send out a messenger. He's gonna send out Seldar. You remember Seldar? He saved your life once
The human?
when you were trapped, when you were all like defeated by Glassstaff. He brought you back and got you healed. Remember him?
yes.
He's the messenger. He's the one that's sending out to Omega City. If he reaches there, we don't know who they're gonna send here to. And
Has
the punishment for creating a false religion. Not that saying that the Great Flame is false, but who knows what kind of slander that they'll make against us. You know what I mean?
when does Sildar leave?
He's leaving soon. He might even leave today, maybe tomorrow.
Mm, I will deal with
If
this.
he goes, if he reaches there, we're gonna have to plan something else. If that doesn't work, we're gonna have to get like a cleric in here. We're gonna have to get other people like religious and divine. Like we'll have to set up a church. We have a lot of work to do if we can't make sure that if we can't stop the message from going out.
So be it. I will not. I believe in the Great Flame. It will present itself at the correct hour.
Hopefully in an explosive way.
But anyways, I've called you here to talk about some standards, especially with the offered protection that you have, that we provide.
Of course. We have
Um,
multiple packages.
Sister Grail will receive the highest package free of charge. Do you understand?
And they're like, "Oh, we don't mess with her, boss."
Okay, perfect. Well, then we're on the same page. Am I right, boys?
And there he's kind of like looking grim, like not laughing. He's like, "Oh, we don't mess with her." Like actual like.
um. So out of now, Oudgray, Snack Grove, Kinmac, Burgeed, and Grog Hotier, they are like, I guess, regular faces now, or
Yeah, they're regular faces. They're
okay.
yeah.
So I need two like not like nondescript dwarves that are good at deception, who aren't lieutenants, and two of my lieutenants, who are really good at mining. Who are the best at mining?
Well, they're all minors.
Yeah, but who are the best?
Uh, you can pick. I'll let you pick.
Aren't they all failed miners? That's why they have to be thieves.
They couldn't get work because you guys couldn't open up the old owl well for them to work in,
Okay, so
or you guys couldn't get you guys kept the location secret of the Phandelver Pact, so the Wave Echo Cave, so they couldn't. So there's a
We
bunch of
get it.
out of
We
work
suck.
dwarves. Yeah, but it was all Cal's plan.
What about the one that I just talked to? What about that guy? Where's he?
He's not there. But yeah, so Cal, you know which ones are the best. So
yeah, Oudgrog and Grog Hotier,
okay,
the Grog brothers, but they're not really brothers. Uh,
they're like they're like oath brothers. Gotcha.
yes, Oudgrog, Grog Hotier, you soon will be joining the mining guild. Of course, you will remain devout followers of the Great Flame. Correct?
Of course. Of course,
Excellent.
boss.
Excellent.
They kind of look like a little bit slow and like big bodied slow. Like you're pretty sure like under their suits they're wearing like body armor.
That's okay.
Yeah, yeah.
They don't have to be subtle. They just need to go in there and fucking be like competent.
We still got friends from the Red Brand days back in the mining guild. So we can definitely find some work there.
Yes, I hope to see you rekindle those friendships and become bastions of support and friendship in your new community. But first, I must talk with Halia. In the meantime, and I point at the other three, um, I require the service of a devout mason and carpenter. Find such a dwarf for me. Uh, mm. Also, spread this throughout our entire organization. Do not give any info to my companions, Kashan, Dika, or Titus. They are like not within the inner circle.
Uh, are you sure, boss? They're pretty smart. I'm sure they'll see something. What do we do if they run upon one of our operations?
Tell them what you have to. Only fight if they fight you.
Oh, I wouldn't dare fight any or waste any of my boys against monsters such as those.
Okay, well, just try to keep them in the dark about most things.
Yes, sir.
Also, prepare our flock for a sermon tonight.
Sure. I'll get them ready.
As many as you can gather in wherever. Where could we have it?
Town square. Town square. A display of force.
Sure.
Also, I hear there'll be live music, so
Awesome. Perfect. And then so somebody else can do something because I have like 3 or 4 other
cool.
things I want to
Sure,
do
sure. Yeah, yeah.
before.
Let's do
Okay.
one at a time. Okay. Dika. So what are you doing? Are you checking up on your research? Because you sent Hamun to do some studying for you, right? Or something like that.
I just suggested that Hamun go help Sister Grail, but
Oh, he's helping Sister Grail, not doing your research.
yeah, I'm not doing my research.
Okay, cool.
But yeah, no, I guess I'll go check the quest board.
Okay.
That's what I do.
All right. In the quest board, it looks like just the delivery tasks for delivering a bunch of supplies to a new outpost that's being built in a nearby area.
Oh,
It's like a
the quest.
it's
So,
it's an outpost that's been destroyed and rebuilt repeatedly. You kind of heard of it a little bit before. It's called Leylon, and that's might be the next that might be an interesting place to visit because there's always some tasks apparently that's being needed there. But for now, there's it's just porting tasks that are not of interest to mighty adventurers.
no sub quests. There's no quests to sub for me.
Yeah. Yeah, but other than that, there's not much. Or but yeah, but as you go by Dika, you see Sister Garel. She's in town, like shopping for something, and she sees you. Dika,
Yes.
I've looked into during my research. I looked into where the location of where some of these gods are. I don't know for what reason that you want to find them, but I can tell you which ones are in what location.
Ah, sweet. Okay, let me write this down. Pull out a little piece of paper.
Okay. I heard last that Atius has crossed the veil and went into the Thean Plateau where the humans are still engaged in their apocalyptic battle against the aliens. As I mentioned before, if you go far east, there is an entire plateau that is covered by a shield. Only way in, I heard is a rumor, is through the underground passageway. But I heard that is where Atius is located. And as for Scythos, I heard that what happened with him was apparently he was a man at one point, and then when he was reborn after he gained his apotheosis, he was reborn as a woman, and she now travels the lands. The last we heard, she was in Omega City. That is perhaps what you can find there. She is surrounded by her most devoted. From what legends say, she doesn't have any memory from what happened before she was when she attained godhood. And as for Sutan, I heard that he runs a prison, a sort of a demiplane, but still in the material realm. If you look in the sky, sometimes you see a giant asteroid of some sort that he resides in. Apparently, the most wicked of criminals are kept there, where he practices his dark arts, as you might say. He is the god of torture, after all. And she pulls out like a little note. and it's like a 6 kilometer across asteroid that's floating across the heavens. Apparently, the only way in and out is through teleportation circles, but none of us know. You'll have to find one of us devoted and get the code from it if you want to go up there.
And there was a teleportation circle in the crystal cavern.
Yeah, that you got the code to.
Okay, so we'll have to excavate that eventually. Hopefully it's okay.
All right.
It's like someone just coming in, like, "Hey, can I come in?" and then just use the bathroom and then leave. You're gonna be that guy. I thought you came to hang out.
I just wanted to play Tony Hawk Pro Skater on your PS2.
Yeah.
This is gonna take a while, but yeah.
I'm sure by the time you're level 20, you might have solved one of those.
Right.
All right. Is there anything else you wanted to look into, Dika?
But if there's anything that you needed help with,
No, I'm still doing my research. It is difficult to find heroes from ages past and find out what happened to them. Their names might have been changed so many times, and there's so many civilizations that went and passed between them. If I have a task, I'll let you know. You seem like the type to go into all sorts of dangerous places.
a thumbs up.
Okay.
Like a
Like, is that 4 thumbs up because you got 2 hands and then 2 wings?
no, just a thumb.
Okay. All right, Kasan.
Well, do Titus.
Oh, okay. I was just going down the list, but sure.
Because I was the
well,
first one.
Yeah, but
I'm doing mine at night.
yeah, he's doing his at night, so we're gonna have to wait for a bit. So we can just.
Okay.
So for Titus, for now, you can do a charisma-based investigation check to find an easy target.
So I'm going. Sorry.
Yeah, charisma-based
That's fine,
investigation. You're just yeah.
Charisma. Where is my charisma? So I just click on charisma?
Uh,
Your charisma bonus.
yeah,
It's 2.
just go
Oh.
investigation and then add your
Oh.
investigation to it bonus.
Oh, okay. So do I take my intelligence off of it then?
Yeah.
Well, so you rolled a 15. Your bonus seems to be a +3, and then so it's a +5. So you rolled a 20.
So 20? Okay, yeah. You find another dwarf, another poor miner, not in the mining guild, lives alone, and you can follow this one too if you like.
I follow him.
Okay,
I stalk
cool.
him.
You can continue. You can start stalking him. Let's do a stealth check to see if you can stay hidden.
Stealth check. Oh no, I
Yeah. Let's see. Oh, he rolls a 7. That's funny. You think you're almost seen, but he gets distracted by like a cat, and then he stops to pet it, and then doesn't notice you. All right, Kasan, let's go back to you, and then we'll go back to you, Titus, at night.
Okay.
So I never see Dika flying in the sky.
No, you don't. But you, Harbin Wester with Dave, the sheriff, comes by. What's happening here, Kasan? Oh, I thought I would see you here. What's happening here? I heard something about the liquor inspector.
Can I just explain everything that I know?
Fine, he crosses his arms, but this better be good.
No, I'm talking to you. Like out of character, I explain everything I know about the situation.
Okay.
Which isn't much.
So what you're telling me is that some dwarf called you here, and you found 2 dead dwarves inside.
Yes.
Fine, let's see what's going on in here. How convenient, Kasan, that the liquor inspector turns up dead when he's supposed to be inspecting your men's liquor operation. today.
Oh, you mean the Church of the Great Flame?
You're all in it together. I know it. Especially when you're trying to shake me down. And
I
and then he looks inside. And he's like, ugh, this is Nodri Coinbender, our liquor inspector, foully murdered. Not gonna be pointing any fingers yet. And he looks at you accusingly.
well, it feels like you are.
And then Hiko looks at the body. This is Gifroyd, Coin Mantle. He's one of Halia's mining guild operatives. And looks like he's been. Did you kill him? Did you murder him?
No, Hyben.
Self-defense, huh? Is it?
No,
Too bad
Hyben.
there's no one here to speak and fine. What happened here then? Tell me.
Do we need the sheriff here right now? Actually, I've got.
Of course, he's an important witness.
Okay, can you send a messenger to go get Sister Grail? Perhaps you could speak with dead to these two bodies. Perhaps you could call their spirits back for a moment.
Do you know that spell, Kasan? How
No,
would you?
I don't.
How no? Then how would you know to? Give me a religion check. I'm not gonna like let you do player handbook knowledge to
Ah.
like. I'm not like, oh, there's this spell that I know of because
Well,
yeah,
never mind.
you've never heard of such a spell. Like, I wonder if there's a spell. No, that's ridiculous. That's ridiculous.
Fair enough. I have no way of corroborating my story, but all I have is my word. And I
Fine.
hope I can earn your trust back, Hyben. I will work towards this.
I'm telling you, this is wildly suspicious here. Is this who is accused of being the kidnapper is your enemy, and the person here is supposed to be inspecting your holdings.
This is truly a masterclass of getting away with a crime.
It looks like there's not enough evidence. I have a motive, but no evidence here. But keep this in mind, Kasan. I'm watching you.
Yes, please do.
And then Dave's like, do I have to watch him too? As Harbin leaves.
Well, Dave, now what?
I guess we gotta go dispose of these bodies. Give me a hand. I'll pick this one up. You pick the other one up.
Yeah, we can go put him on my horse so we don't have to carry dead bodies. He's fine with it. He's kind of a skeleton.
Ah, right. Yes, I heard of that. Your bony horse.
I put both the dead bodies onto my bony horse.
Okay.
Where to?
Up to the temple where Sister Grail is, and we can find a lot that we can bury them in.
Okay. And then we go.
Okay. Yeah, you can go up there. You can find 2 empty lots, unmarked, nameless graves. You'll have to dig it out, though. All right. I'll leave you to it, Kasan. Thank you for handling this. And then Dave leaves.
Oh, he passed the fuck out of me. Okay. Yep. I grab a shovel from whatever shed there is. And I start digging the bodies up.
Okay.
I dig for the body.
Okay.
Whoops. I dug up 20 bodies.
Whew, that was a lot of work.
It's so dumb.
Yeah, if they have
Alright.
money, I'll just take that. They don't
Okay.
need-
Let's go to the evening and let's go to Titus. Titus, you follow your mark, and he eventually like stops by the bar as usual, gets drunk, and he goes back to his home.
I enter.
It's
home.
in the slum areas again, like on the 3rd floor, 4th floor. Let's say the 4th floor this time, like in one corner by himself.
All right. Well, I'd sneak into his apartment or whatever. However, would be easiest to not be spotted.
Okay, give me a stealth check to follow him into his home. Okay, give me.
He's drunk, right? So
Yeah, he's drunk. He's got a disadvantage. Okay. He doesn't notice you at all. But as he goes in, this one's actually living in like an actual like apartment, and he locks the door behind of him. So if you want to get in, then you'll have to go in through the outside or a window or something. But yeah,
All right.
unless you can lockpick
Cool.
it.
What's lockpicking use? What do you use for that?
Do you have the skill? If you don't have the skill, you just can't even attempt it.
You have to have thief tools. You have to
Yeah.
see with
I don't. Yeah, I ain't got no thieves tools.
You can try to like break it open, but it might make a lot of noise as well.
No, I'll find a window.
Give me a perception test to see if you can find a safe window for you to go across.
This comes right, so it's probably not like glass. It's like wood shutters.
Yeah, it's wooden shutters. Yeah. So you go to like one of the empty lots on the sides, and you see you'll have to go like it's like 3 lots across, so you'll have to climb quite a bit to get there, or tightrope across the railings.
Do a bat and fly.
I'll climb.
Okay, climbs athletics and tightroping is acrobatics, by the way.
I'll acrobatics it.
Okay, so you walk along the railings to get there.
All right.
Parkour.
Oh, I could do that.
Oh, fuck. Okay, yeah.
Ah!
Okay, you fall 3 stories. So let me.
Oh no.
Don't I have like a? Do I have a chance to grab myself and fall?
Yeah, actually, yeah, you do get a reflex test to try to grab as you fall.
What's that?
It's just a reflex, straight up reflex save.
What is that?
Dexterity save.
It's just Dex.
Yeah, dex saving throw. 13. Yeah, sure, yeah. No, that's a critical fail on your acrobatics. No, the
Oh,
DC is a
okay.
bit harder than that. Take 16 damage as you fall and land on your back. Thunk.
God. Ah. I get up. I'll try and climb.
Okay, give me a from the ground. Oh, ground up. Okay, sure. Give me an athletics test. Yeah, athletics. Cool. Okay, you can climb all the way up to the top. There's the like walls are pretty simple to climb up. A lot of windows in the way, but you've managed to get to his window. His shutters are open, and you can see him sleeping in his
Peek.
bed. Yeah.
I stealthily get into the window.
Okay, you'll have to do another stealth check, by
That's
the way.
fine. But I said I
Climb.
did it stealthily.
Yeah, you did.
Oh
You
wow,
did.
garbage.
Okay, I'm gonna see. Give him a. This is his. Okay, as you sneak in, he gets up. He's like, "What? What is this? A thief? It's the thief!" As he yelps out, and we can go into initiative.
Sure.
Watch him like hit you 3 times in a row or something.
Yeah, that's funny.
Bam.
Oh, nice. Because on his turn, he's gonna scream. Or I mean, who knows what he's gonna do? Wow, 23. Oh my god. Okay, yeah, you can go first.
Hold on. I'm trying to see. What
So
this
yeah,
is.
so basically, he's in his bed. He gets up. He's sitting up, and he sees you.
Oh, I didn't mean to cast that, but I'm just trying to read it.
Okay. There's no saving throw for sleep. As long as you roll higher than their hit points, they fall asleep.
Ooh, I don't know how many hit points this guy's got.
Oh no.
He's probably got like 10.
You're rolling 5d8. So.
Yeah, you're right. Okay, I'll roll it.
Okay.
Uh,
Sleep. Pinch of fine sand, rose petals. Flows across the 25. Yeah. He's like, oh, a thief. And then he passes out. Before he, that's like his yell turns into a yelp, and then like and then he passes out.
I'm so.
And he's
and then I run up to him as fast as I can, and I jab my fangs in his neck.
Oh my god.
okay. Give me your damage roll.
I
Or
forget
your
what
bite.
I think my bite has like a specific thing.
Yeah.
You can drain the lifeblood of any creature other than your grapple incapacity or strength. Make a melee attack against the target using either strength or dex. For your attack, if you hit, you deal 1 pierce damage and 1d6 necrotic damage from the target.
Okay. So 1 plus 1d6 necrotic.
What I would just use my dex. Roll 1d20.
You do it. He's unconscious. Yeah, but this is not an attack roll. It's just a blood sucking. So it's just 1 plus 1d6. Yeah.
So 6
5.
damage.
Yeah, he opens his eyes and he has a look of like terror, and then you suck the blood out of him, and then he falls asleep, and then he
Is he
goes into
dead?
the eternal sleep. He's dead, or
Okay,
he's unconscious. He's
I'm gonna
unconscious.
use. So I get 5 hit points back, or 6 hit points
Okay.
back.
Yeah.
Nice, bud. And then I want to grab his head
Yeah.
and rip it off.
Wow.
Okay.
Okay.
So that
Uh.
we can't. So the puncture wounds are gone. Like,
Yeah.
you see what I'm saying?
So you
And then
want to
this.
decapitate him?
Yeah, but
Okay. Do you want to saw it
I
with
should be
like your?
pretty strong, right?
Are you?
I don't know. I got 1 strength.
I need some sort of bladed weapon to do it.
Yeah.
Yeah, sure.
You're not that strong. You're not that strong. You'll
I'll
have to cut
chop
it.
his.
You'll
I'll
have to.
chop his head off.
Wow.
I have a hand
Okay.
axe. I have a hand axe. So
Okay. So you roughly chop his head off.
so that there's no wounds, and then the blood that's squirting out, I'm gonna put it on my hand, and I'm gonna write on the wall, "The blood god is here." And
Okay.
then I'm gonna leave.
Wow. Okay. Give me a investigation saving throw. Not investigation check, by the way.
Oh,
As you leave your
you're
trip.
critting
Okay.
all day
Yeah.
today.
So that's gonna be the DC to see for any of them to find any clues in that
That
location.
sucks.
Wow. Okay. Okay.
26. They got to be a 26 to figure out
That's
anything.
that's the DC. Yeah.
Wow.
For finding clues.
I feel attacked. The blood god. What about the fire god?
Okay. Wow. Wow, Titus. Wow.
Well, I've realized how stupid these people are to following false gods, and I want my people to invade this land, so
You
I
wanna
better make the groundwork.
Okay.
Yeah. All right. Nighttime activities, Kel. So they're setting up a posse on the city town hall.
We're
So
setting up a posse. Yeah. Sorry.
there are 16 people there altogether. And you hear like mumbling, I heard there's free food here. Oh yeah, there's food. All right, we're all here. Mumble
Who's
mumble.
this? Who's doing this?
Kel's holding a party.
Oh, okay.
Yes.
And you see Dave in the back. Make sure no one's. I'm just here to make sure no one's causing any trouble.
What does Dave look like? What's he wearing?
He's wearing dirty like a beaters with holes in it. He's got like the town spear that gets passed around. He's got a kettle hat, and there's a crossbow on his back, which is also the town's property.
So he left me to go bury bodies, so he can hang out at a party.
Or he has to watch it, make sure nothing bad's going on,
Yeah,
make sure
yeah,
that no one's attacked.
I get
Make
it.
sure like whenever there's like a protest, there needs to be like yeah. So, anyways, that's what he's doing over there. Kel, you want to talk to Halia, right?
Yes, and Sister Grail, and
Okay, I'll let you talk to one of them before the nighttime activities.
hell yeah. Can I invite Sister? Can I send like a messenger to invite Sister Grail to the sermon?
Sure, you can send a message.
All right, and then I'll go talk to Halia.
Okay, you go to Halia. So you're going to go to the front office of the castle or the fortress, and they say, "Oh, Kel, you're in." Sure, Halia will see you now.
Perfect.
She's expecting updates on your capture of Glassstaff.
Yes. Not, of course. I'm glad to be seen so quickly and easily, and then I'll go in and walk into her office boldly. Boldly.
Okay. She's doing a bunch of paperwork, and she stops as you come in. It's like, Kel, you have returned. What's the status on Glassstaff? Have you found trail of him?
Yes, here and there. He's a wily man, that Yarno.
Yarno? Who's Yarno?
Glassstaff. He's a wily
Yes,
man, that
Glassstaff.
Glassstaff. Soon our paths will cross.
Of course, there's a hefty reward in it for you as well for his capture.
Yes, of course. So that is the state of things right now. I've come to you to discuss your position in relation to the Church of the Great Flame.
Church, that's none of my business what you do here, Cal. I just run the mining guild here.
Would the mining guild be interested in sponsoring some of the church adherents?
Well, no, we don't. The guild doesn't. Like, what do you mean? You mean like a meet and greet? Like, what are you talking about? Are you holding a ball and you want sponsors? Do you need donations? What are you talking about, Cal?
I would appreciate the mining guild waiving the fees for 2 applicants for certification as miners.
Certification. Oh, the, we allow anyone to work here, but if you don't have a certification, then you get a smaller cut.
And it's 50 gold for said certification, correct?
That's right.
Well, I would like that fee waived, is all. I feel it would be the
Is it?
moral
And
thing to do.
she puts some papers down. I was like, Cal, is that too much money for you? I heard that your operations have been making quite a bit of money. Where's that all going to?
Really?
Are you surprised that, like, are you reinvesting all of it? What's going on? I heard you're making quite a bit of money.
Well, that's inside policy within, church policy. I'm trying to be more.
Look, Cal,
Yes.
maybe if I heard that you're going through hard times, I might be able to help you out, being such a good person in the town here and all. But I, from what I hear, you're making quite the bank.
That is not the case, let me assure you. We are just a non-profit religious organization that seeks to help people. It's very hard to make money when your primary production is stew and bread.
Ooh. Oh, that's not what I hear. And besides, and I hear a lot of your boys are doing mining operations outside the city jurisdictions. No one has control there. And I hear that some of them are doing quite well as independent freebooters.
Is this so? Is this so?
That's what I hear. I mean, outside of like the city's control, it's fair game for everyone. That's why I heard that they wanted you to clear out Old Owl Well, right?
Yes, but that's
And also, I heard about what you did for my
tough.
men at the Crystal Caverns, and here's a small reward for that. And she puts out and perhaps we can put this towards the guild fees for your men. And she hands you over 100 gold.
And I nod and I push it back at her. They will arrive tomorrow.
Sure. And is it more ex-Red brands?
Yes,
Because I've been good. I've been giving all of them good, honest work around here.
that is. I
Many
am.
of them have given up their banditious ways and become good citizens with proper jobs.
I have
If
found.
they come here, they'll see it. They'll see that there's more ways to live than a life of crime.
I have shown them that already.
Good.
And
Good for you, Cal.
the Grog brothers will attend you tomorrow, and I'll bow. And if I may,
Please have a good day.
and I'll leave. I'll
You
leave.
son of a bitch.
Okay. All right. Yeah. And then you go back to your sermons, right, Cal?
Yes.
Okay. Sister Guerrero's not there.
Okay.
She's got more important things to do, like a quest. But but yeah, but you're there with your people. Dika, are you there? What are you doing? Is anyone else there at Cal Sermon?
I'm gonna go tell the people that their friends died.
Oh yeah. Oh, and it's convenient for Titus because a bunch of people will be out of that area, so no one's gonna see him.
Dude, that 26 investigation ain't no one figuring out it was me.
Fuck, I know, right? Who can
It's
even
so
roll that
good.
high?
The best.
Wow. Okay.
Well, at least I got something after I fucking fell 3 stories.
Yeah. Only clue that they have is this man-shaped dent on the ground. But that's 3 floors. But that's like 3 houses over. So it's like no, it can't be related. So is anyone
Fuck it. I'll do it.
okay? How about you, Dika? Are you just flying around looking for trouble?
Looking for trouble. No, no, I'll go to the sermon as well. There's nothing else.
So, Cal, your 2 most devoted friends are here, Kasan and
no.
Dika.
Oh no. Do I have inspiration?
Yeah, you guys can all have inspiration from that sealing the cave of the dragon and convincing the dwarves that it's too dangerous.
Cool.
You will not believe the day I've had.
Yeah, you failed like 5 different like wisdom saving throws for like charm person and suggestion.
Not that. The
Oh, okay.
dead bodies.
Oh yes, yes, of course. That's completely
I've had a really bad day.
all those wisdom saves, that's normal. That's not like atypical at all. But the dead bodies, oh. Yeah, so you see a group gathering up with torches at night. That's what you see, Dika, and you are attracted to it, I guess. And Kasan, you're there as well.
Oh
and
boy,
you're here
my
to
boy.
tell on your horse, yeah.
Can I have bought a quarterstaff at some point through the day?
What do you want to...
Sure,
Thank
you can.
you.
Okay.
Perfect. Okay. What's going on?
We're waiting, Cal. Yeah, speech, sermon. Where's the food? Someone yells out, and some people laugh.
Where's the food?
Where's the food?
Where's the food, you ask? Well, I ask you, are you hungry? Are you hungry?
Yeah, hungry. Yeah.
Yeah.
Kasan in the back going.
Adherents of the Ember, followers of change, I hear the words of the Great Flame, and it has spoken to me of your pain. There was a fire! Death, destruction. But from the ashes of calamity come life and creation. Alone, one is but a candle flame, waiting to be snuffed out by the harsh winds of reality. But together, we form a vast blaze, a rampant forest fire, a nurturing fire that warms us and our loved ones. The Great Flame offers opportunity from the past and its injustices. It's time for the transformation of the city of Phandelver as a whole. Spread the word of the Great Flame, and shun those who refuse to walk in the light. Baptized in flame. And then I rip my robe off and I turn around, revealing my dragon scarred back. Like the scar that Glassstaff left with the fireball that's like in the shape of a dragon. I am the dragon, bane of Cryovane, and the prophet of the Great Flame. Now go and spread the word.
Give me a performance check for this,
I'm
please.
going to use my inspiration.
Okay.
1-1.
Ooh, 22. Nice. People cheer and people clap. Look at that back. Yeah.
Oh, and I make my eyes glow with the helm.
Yeah.
And then I'll prestidigitate a bunch of stuff, like make myself
Sparkles.
Yeah, exactly.
Rainbows. Okay.
All the stuff. And that's all I
Cool.
want to do.
Yeah. No, people are pumped, and then the food carts come out after your sermon.
I try all the grilled cheeses.
I'm the first one in line.
All right. Cool. All right. So that's what you saw, Dika. You see Cal riling the people up, telling people to shun each other.
Right? That's how I was like,
That was a weird line.
fucking telling each other to fucking oust each other, the non-believers.
What is it called when you don't believe in Scientology? When like a family member who doesn't.
You're a toxic personality.
They have like a detractor or something.
You're repressive.
Yeah, something like that.
Yeah,
Okay.
I should make up a term like that, so we can figure out who to shun.
All right. So Cal's performance was very successful, and you did a good job. Maybe you have some more followers now. All right, Dika, is there anything else you want to do tonight?
Not really much else for
Okay.
me to
Turn in. Kasan, how about you?
I returned the whatever trinkets I found on the bodies to the people that were next of kin to them, and then I turn in.
Okay. Titus, I guess, what are you up to?
Well, I go home,
Okay, you go home.
sacrifice, and meditate.
Okay, cool. You guys all turn in for the night. And the next day, you hear yelling down the street, "There's a murder! There's been a murder!"
a murder.
It was Harbin. We gotta bust in his door and beat him on the head.
Is it the same dwarf from before?
You don't recognize this dwarf.
Do I just
Actually, no, you don't. Actually, you don't know. Do you guys? What do you do? This is all you hear. Let's see what's happening. Let's see what you guys do. You guys all wake up to the yelling of some dwarf outside, going like, "There's a murder! There's been a murder!"
Let's see what it's about.
You two,
When
jump
isn't
on the
there
truck.
murders happening in this city?
Okay, you come out and you
For
see
the first two we were here.
you see one of like the poor folk like come out and it's like, "There's been a murder, my friend, like Umivor. He's been murdered. He's been decapitated. He didn't show up to work, so I knocked on his door, and then I had the spare key, so I went in and I saw it, and on the wall it said, what did it say, Titus?
The blood god has arrived.
The blood god has arrived. It was horrific. It was terrible. Blood everywhere. And he like gets down like traumatized.
I point out someone from the crowd. I just tell them to go get the sheriff, and I point someone else out from the crowd, and I specifically tell them to go get Harbin.
Okay, you point at Dave. Get me the sheriff. I'm here.
God damn it! Well, that's egg on my face. Listen, Dave. I know you're gonna think that he's probably the prime suspect because he had the key, and because he was there alone with the body, but I believe in him.
All right. I wasn't suspecting that, but now that you mention it, that is quite suspicious.
Oh damn! Do you need help securing the area, or?
Sure, you can help me carry the bodies out.
Okay. Well, that's not the preferred job, but I'll do it.
I mean, you seem to be pretty good at it. That shoveling. For someone from under the sea, you seem pretty good at shoveling dirt.
Yes, I grew up on a coral farm. Anyway, let's go.
You dig with a pick or with a shovel with corals? And as he asks, and then you go off. What are you guys doing?
I guess a pick.
Why are we trifling ourselves with individual murder? How many murders happen in the city every day?
Not that many, since it's an alarming fact enough to have someone running through the streets.
In the last 2 days, there's been 3 killings.
There were 2 murders yesterday.
Yeah, and today there's another one. Wow.
A very busy time of day.
Yeah, I don't know. I feel like there's better uses of our time.
John's gone.
I go back inside.
I'll go stick
I
with
go with
Krishan.
Trishan.
Yeah. Come on, Titus. Come on. Be cool.
Okay, I'll come.
Okay, so you guys
Yay.
arrive, and you guys go up to the 4th floor into the one corner of this where this lone dwarf lived.
Wait, how did his door friend get in the house if it was locked?
He had a spare key. Yeah,
So he had a key.
Oh, sorry, I didn't get that part.
and yeah, I
Or
have
when
a spare
you're
key so I can water his plants when he's out for too long.
how close are we to the fringes of the city, like the outside?
It's at the edge, right at the edge, because it goes out to the window. There's a window that looks outside.
Okay.
I'm obviously healed at this point, right?
Yeah, overnight. Yeah, you're fully healed.
Well, we all got our stuff back.
Okay, you enter, and this is a gruesome scene. On the bed, there is a headless body with like draped in like in a blanket, and you see blood everywhere, all over, soaked through the bed and on the floor, and you see the head like underneath the wall where the message, the blood god has come.
Disheartening.
And Dave looks over, looks like cult activity. Oh, another one. And then he's like, "Oh, no offense, Kel.
Yeah, like a cow.
Kel,
Are
is
you?"
this your men's handiwork? Are you trying to move into a new domain?
And
No.
the last and the fire that happened, maybe that was the same killer. Dave asks, like, maybe you sure it wasn't one of your men? Some of them are kind of unhinged,
It
Kel.
may indeed have been one of my men, for even blood is within the purview of fire. For all I know, this could be the work of the Great Flame.
This is terrible. When Harvin gets up here, he's gonna chew my ears out.
Yes, well,
And if they bring the enforcers here for all this crime, oh, then it's not gonna be good news for us.
What do you mean?
Like, because we live on the fringes of society here, we enjoy quite a bit of like a lax lifestyle. But once the enforcers come here to enforce true lawful dwarven lifestyles, oh, you better watch out. Better look both ways before crossing that street.
Yeah, that's good advice. You should look both ways before crossing. I don't see the problem here with the enforcement coming. As long
Oh,
as they serve the
he
good of the
groans.
and peace and order.
Look, a lot of us are out here because we don't really fit in with like the typical mold of the dwarven society. Okay.
We should search for clues if we're gonna do this.
All right. Everyone or Titus, you can roll a separate investigation, and you guys can do investigation together if you want.
I'll roll
Well, I guess he would know, right?
Yeah, exactly.
I'll roll separate.
Yeah.
15.
Okay, and you guys can all roll
Why
for
does he have
investigate.
to roll?
His is an interference roll.
Okay.
Yeah. So Dika, do you guys want to roll as well?
yeah, I'm sniffing around.
Okay.
Detective, I'm just gonna pick up this dead body and bury it.
Yeah, you guys don't see any clues. And Dika, you have never done CSI work in your life, so you so
That's your footprint. Oh.
you're looking around for anything that like glows for you to investigate for the UI to prompt, but
Right.
you don't see any. Yeah, you
You're a
put
real
the
chick-bigum.
you put your mouse cursor over everything, but nothing glows. So
Um.
That's funny.
yeah,
I
Cal,
is his friend here?
yeah, he's outside, traumatized.
I deduce that it must have been someone close to him, someone who had a spare key. If you look out the window, there's no way to get in here. He sent
Not
the
at
And
door
then
all.
I
locked.
look at Dika.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, maybe the bird could have flown up here.
Anybody who's halfway decent at scaling.
That's true.
Couldn't the killer have just locked the door when he left?
That's
You would
true.
need a key to lock it from the outside.
Was that how locks work here?
He could have stole his key after.
How would you unlock? Yeah, but his key's clearly on his body. Well, I didn't take it, so yeah.
Okay.
I just assumed Titus climbed out the window again, but
Yeah.
But Kel, so from what your investigation, you see that doesn't look like there's any clues here. No one wants to be like normally, like if it's like a serial killer or something, they'll leave like a piece of clue or something. But no, not in this case. This just looks like a message
Okay,
from like a fanatic.
I prestidigitate it off the wall.
Clean it off the wall. You
Yeah.
clean the evidence.
Yeah.
Okay.
What are you doing cleaning evidence?
This is meaningless. It is nonsense and blasphemy.
Okay, but right after you clean it, Harbin Weston comes in like all huffing and puffing, like from having to climb up all those stairs. And it's like, oh, and he's like all sweating and stuff. What's going on here? Another murder? What have you found? Tell me.
Nothing.
Just some scribbling on the wall and a severed head.
Yes.
What scribbling? I don't see any scribbling on the wall. I
Yes.
still see the severed head though. Oh no, Umevor.
You knew him.
We all knew him, of course.
No,
Us dwarves all know each other.
I knew him as well. I was just seeing if you knew him. Yes.
Did you know him?
Oh yes, I know all the dwarves. They have a special place in my heart.
I'm gonna roll. I know.
You don't need to roll insight, Dika. Come on. All right. Yeah. So what happened here? Is it just another random killing? Another one? Or is it related? Is there a conspiracy? A cult? A cult, you say, Titus? What do you
It
mean?
seems unlikely that these murders would happen so close together and not be connected.
True.
This does not fit the same MO. There was no attempt to set up anybody. It was just a brutal murder.
Perhaps cleaning their tracks?
I suggest you search for any people talking about some kind of god of blood.
Yeah.
No, I think that is the wrong way to go.
I don't really care, so you figure it out.
I think you should look for crazy people who are crazy.
Maybe they got riled up last night because someone gave a rallying speech.
Perhaps.
Yes, and Dave says, I remember that you should shun them if they don't follow the light.
Right.
Maybe.
Maybe what? Maybe what, Dave?
Oh, and he's like, oh, maybe I should stay out of this.
Maybe
I'm
you
gonna go
should.
now.
Fear nothing in front of Cal while I'm here.
Yeah.
Speak your mind.
It's okay. It's let's do Cal's intimidation versus Cass's persuasion. Let's do an opposed check to see.
There you go.
Jeez.
I'm gonna.
Okay, Cassan's like, because I don't know. I'm just saying those people were riled up. Maybe they thought that Umivor here was a non-devout, and they decided to, like who knows what kind of weird things that they're substances that they're on these days, So
if this was the result of me saying that one should be shunned, well, I cannot be held responsible for this because whoever made the decision to conflate the terms were just looking for the smallest reason to. I was clear with my terminology. This is no shun.
Oh, okay, Kel. You know what? I'm gonna leave this to you guys.
That's
I
right.
don't want to be I don't want to be number 4, so I'm out of here.
Get out.
Wait, you should have a 10-minute conversation with Harbin. Dave, talk to Harbin.
Harbin's like, another killing. Very well. Find who's been doing these killings. 300 gold bounty.
I want to study who's his friend?
Harbin. So Harbin is the mayor. Dave's the sheriff, and Umivor was the one that was murdered, and Eridmul was the one that was yelling out "murder, murder!" The friend.
Eridmul?
Yeah, Eridmul.
Thank you.
Type it out so you can.
Got it.
Krishan's made it pretty clear he's not going to let anybody pin it on Aaron Wolf. So,
I know.
okay.
Yeah, and outside is Eridmul. He's like thinking, is that the blood god? And he looks at you, Titus. Is the blood god real? Did the blood god take him?
I know nothing about blood gods or blood goddesses. Simple, what do you call it? Superstition.
Just wave it off, and he's like racking his head, just like chanting to himself, the blood god, the blood god.
I shall visit him at night.
Oh my god. Andy,
Okay,
Listen, Aaron Wolf, we lose people, but we have to carry on. We can't be ruined by their passings like this, okay? We need to be
what
strong,
if,
Aaron Wolf.
what if, what if it's my fault and they took him away because of maybe? No, I.
There's no sense in thinking of that. You have to live your best life, Aaron Wolf. For Umva?
Umivore. No, I must find out more about this blood god. And he like runs off.
Uh-oh. Be safe!
Be safe, young traveler.
All right. So you guys are creating your own murder mysteries. That's fun.
This is whack. I'm gonna
stories told.
Now I have to
Good eye.
kill Eridmul.
You don't know you have to kill Ardmul.
I'm gonna can I pick up the dead body, Ivan? Can I
Yes, take it away. And remember, 300 gold. Find the murderer, and bring proof. And then he goes back.
Oh, Harbin, a word.
Very well. And he's, what is it? In front of all your friends.
be clear about wanting the murderer alive?
If you can bring me proof, he can be dead or alive. I have no more with this foul murderer.
Really? Really? Come on, man. That's not due process. Whatever. I pick up the dead body and I leave.
Up to Sean.
You go with Kashan?
Yeah.
Who? So, is it just?
I'll go with Kashan too.
Okay. Aha.
Cal, you, Dave, and Harbin.
Harbin, I'm sorry for my previous words. I don't know what came over me.
I know, I understand. I know that you can be hot-headed sometimes. I've chosen to overlook it.
I can't. I'm unworthy of your mercy. I'm sorry. I hope we can find compromise and understanding one day.
Of course. And I should tell you now that I've also said some harsh words myself as well. So I thought I'd do you a favor. I've called a religious sanctifier over here to verify and legitimize your religion.
Perfect.
So be ready. He will arrive in 2 weeks.
2 weeks. All right. Thanks for
And
the
once you
heads up.
have this legitimized, you'll be able to freely practice your religion without problems.
Ask for the criteria to be legitimized. What is it?
What is the criteria to be legitimized?
Well, of course, you would need to provide proof of divinity of which aspect of which god you're representing. For
And-
example, like fire is the aspect. It can be the aspect of Ozado, god of summer, or Elris, god of dawn. So, which aspect of them that the fire represents? I'm not a theist by any means. Maybe there are others. Who knows? But you will have to say that and that practice, and also you'll have to have like the most obvious ones is you'll have to have a cleric that performs divine miracles.
Okay. Okay. Yes. This is. Okay. Thank you, Harbin. Is there anything else I should be preparing for this arrival of this religious auditor?
That is it. Don't worry about the costs.
Thank you. The church smiles upon you.
I'm glad. And he like runs off and find that murderer.
Yes, yeah. It's Eridmul. Everyone knows it's Eridmul.
It's
fact-
Aaron Mool, and Aaron Mool's on the other side, and he like runs off. It's like, no, it was the blood god.
I need to go interrogate Eridmul to make sure that he's not the one who's spreading all these blood god rumors.
Why would he be the one?
Yeah.
Did he fucking murder his friend and
But-
then smear blood god rumors?
He's a
and then
fanatic. We gotta kill him, boys.
Kel,
No.
That's
Kelsey,
Kel's favorite thing. Is head bonk.
No, I'm kidding. I'm kidding. Can I talk to Sister Grail?
Yes, but let's go to Titus's
Okay,
scene
no
because you
problem.
need to go back to the gem cutter.
Oh
Right.
yeah, let's do it.
Unless you want to do it later in the day.
I'll do it.
take up my thing too, Titus. Thank you.
Yeah, Kassan, you wanted to do something today? And Dika,
No,
I guess let's go in order.
My sister Grail's burying the body.
Yes. And Dika, is there a task you're doing today?
We'll just help Kishan.
Okay, help Kassan. Cool. All right. So, yeah, you guys are burying the body. Do you bury it together or separately?
I will help Kashan too.
Okay, you guys all go together to hide the evidence. Gotcha.
Oh,
Cool.
this looks bad. I keep doing this.
I know, right? Titus, you go to the gem maker, Renia.
Rania, how is it going?
I have
Are
this
you-
device, this crystal amplifier. Here, please put your extra planar gem here, so we can study it.
Chink. I put it in.
I hope you're trained in the arcane arts. I'll have to control those beams while you try to identify the waveforms that come out.
Oh, I am very skilled in the arcane art.
Okay. She starts shooting energy into the chaos crystal. Actually, it's a law crystal. But let's 1 second, okay? Let me bring up my adventure text. Okay. All right. So she starts emitting light into a beam of light into the crystal. Titus, a bunch of energy starts coming out, and you try to investigate it. So give me a Arcana roll, please.
How many arcana rolls am I gonna get here?
So this is gonna be a skill test of 5 different rolls. So the
Okay.
first one's gonna be Arcana.
This first one's gonna be arcana. I'm gonna
Yep.
use my inspiration.
Okay.
13.
13. Nice. Okay. So the crystal, it looks like a small fragment cracks and falls off of it, and then it actually somehow makes the crystal look more symmetric. It's like sloughing off like asymmetric parts to make itself more perfect, kind of thing.
Yes.
And then but as a piece of it falls off, the whole building, the superstructure, starts shaking a bit, kind of like almost like there's an earthquake underneath you.
Goddamn.
It's like, should I keep going?
Continue.
Okay, and then she
Ooh.
starts continuing on. Give me a investigation check.
Nice. 12. Bullshit.
Okay. All right. So you don't understand why it's causing an earthquake, but now something else happens. The crystal becomes extremely hot, and the holding platform starts melting a little bit, and it starts tilting. Oh no, we need to put it back in position, or we're gonna lose the beam.
Okay. I put it back in position.
Okay, do you use your hands to put it back?
Of course not.
Do you
I
do you have?
I use my. Yeah, I guess I gotta use my hands. Hold on. Wait.
Okay.
Let me see.
Okay.
You have like mage hand or
If you don't have anything, I'm gonna tell
so
you.
like some tools.
Oh, I didn't mean to click that.
No, that's not.
I can put a shield around me. Shield.
No, you have absorb elements, right? But
That's true. Yeah,
aren't you already resistant to fire
I'm
or something?
No, I'm war resistant. I'm weak to fire. I thought.
Oh no, I thought you had resistance to fire from your armor.
Oh yeah, I do.
Okay, yeah.
Ah. Oh yeah, I got it.
So take 17 fire damage, but it's halved to 8 as you hold it in place with your hands.
Okay.
Hold on, you'll have to hold it in there in that position for a little bit longer.
I'm holding.
Okay, and then give me an investigation check from the sudden change in temperature.
Kabam.
Oh, nice. Yeah. So it looks like this frequency like goes into a different plane of different outer plane. So you think if you put more of that beam energy into that frequency of beam energy into it, you can perhaps stabilize a portal to that realm, whatever that heat's coming from.
Interesting.
And next round, suddenly the crystal starts becoming extremely cold, like immensely cold, and your fingers are like getting like hit with frostbite. Now you can do absorb elements if you like.
I would like to do absorb elements.
Okay, take 19 frost damage divided in 2, so take 9 frost damage.
Okay.
Okay, give me another investigation check. Okay, cool. Yeah, so this frequency that you use this time, it feels like if you can stabilize that and study that more, you can open a stable port to whatever realm that frost is coming from.
Interesting. Very interesting.
Okay, and then now the ore starts emitting light, like blinding light in all directions. It refracts the energy that goes in and starts refracting light in all directions. Give me a Constitution save.
Yeah.
Ugh. Okay, you're blinded. You're completely blinded.
Ah!
Do you hold on? Do you hold on to the crystal
Of
in the
course.
position?
Yeah.
Okay. So you fail the Constitution save, but you go blind. But you hold it in position, and take 10 radiant damage.
Okay.
And that goes through all your, because that's not an element, so you can't even absorb that. And then you can give me an investigation check.
So,
Yeah,
Defended-
that feels like something that you want to just stay the fuck away from, so you don't get anything from that, and you went completely blind.
but
And
I'm bad.
so next, here is the last one. Just hold it in place a little bit longer, and give me a Arcana roll with a disadvantage on this one because you're blind.
Oh my god.
9. Okay. Okay. Take 16 necrotic damage from this one, which is half to 8, right? Because you're resistant.
Yeah. Thank
Okay,
God.
so take 8 necrotic, and then it's like, all right, that was the last one.
Well, necrotic damage? Did I feel like a necrotic?
Yeah, it's some
Hole?
sort of necrotic energy, but you don't know if that's like from the state that will create a stable portal or not or anything.
Okay. The
So
last
from
one.
your so
Did
from your yeah
did the
yeah
last one feel like my plane?
no, it's complete it's something like more sinister than that.
Woo. Okay.
Yeah, so for now you can you can she writes down 2 frequencies for you that you managed to identify that could potentially like lead to another plane. This is a extremely interesting gem. You could probably use it for planar travel.
As I suspected. Now, can I take this device that you have?
Oh, it's big. It's huge.
Okay.
Yeah, yeah.
I will come
But
back.
I think we learned all we can with this device.
Okay.
If you want to know more, you'll have to find something more robust, maybe in a bigger city, or maybe someone who specializes in this.
Thank you for your help. And
Of course, and
I grab.
I'll take these gems as a reward. And for the extra gem, here is, and then she gives you a like a pile of gold, like 200 gold.
Nice. Pleasure doing business with you, artisan.
Or if
I
you
shall.
find any more rare gems, bring them back.
You will be the first on my list. And I have a slight smirk as I grab my gem and I leave.
Okay.
She's gonna die.
Yeah. Leaving the crystal shards that was left there.
I grab I bring my chaos gem and everything with me.
Yeah, but the shards that fell out.
No, no, no. I take those.
Oh, okay. You grab
Yeah,
those
I'm not
two.
leaving. I'm not leaving. I leave her the fucking focus
Amplification
crystal.
gem.
Yeah, but I'm not
Yeah.
leaving none of the chaos shit.
Okay. Cool.
I ask her
Yep.
if she can make this shard that fell off. I was like, can you make me a necklace out of this? This
Yeah, I
shard in
could.
it.
Just leave it here, and have it done for you by tomorrow.
Okay, I'll tell her she can keep 100 of the gold if she does that.
Okay. Cool. And tell your friend to come get his googly eyes.
His googly eyes. I'll just bring them to him.
Okay, so he gives them to you. They're two glass eyes with a gem in the middle as the for the
Okay.
iris. Yeah, they look creepy.
No,
Fine,
they were
press
supposed
my
to make them look better. Not creepy.
they just look like googly eyes.
All right, let's go round it out to Kel. So what are you up to today?
I want to talk to Sister Grail.
Okay, she's up at her temple. She's doing her research as usual.
Okay.
Doing her daily divinations and auguries.
I go to long rest
Okay.
because I'm pretty fucking hurt. I
Okay.
was tied.
Wow. Oh my God, you have. That's so funny. All right, Kel, you go to Sister Grail. She's doing her thing. Kel, have you come back to pay your debts?
But a tithe of it, but a tithe. My apologies, Sister Grail. I've also come to inquire if there's any additional services I can perform to reduce my debt.
As if you can find any evidence of ancient civilizations, any artifacts, any books or scrolls, and bring them back, I will pay you out for whatever they're worth to me.
Of ancient civilizations and scrolls pertaining to that, like
Yes, any maps, any ancient civilizations.
okay. Uh,
Treasure map.
yes, of course. Sister
Oh.
Grail, may I ask, um, who do you worship?
Worship. I am the cleric of Bivdos, the god of magic and luck. Although there is a full pantheon, of course we worship all of them. But I myself specifically represent Bivdos.
And how was Bivdos certified within the divine
He's,
rights?
he's Bivdos was a primordial god. It is a founding religion.
If I, in 2 weeks, the Great Flame will be tested. Do you have
Of
any
course.
advice for me?
Well, I would say that it's not the first time someone tried to create a flame cult, and normally they would take Ozadol, god of summer, or Ilris, goddess of dawn, to represent the fire, and say that this is an aspect. You see, in you each god has a portfolio which represents a part of the mortal experience that they have control over. So you'll have to take an aspect of fire, for example, like passion or change or destruction or forging or something of that nature, that of what some part of the mortal experience that they represent.
And then what do I do with that aspect?
Well, after you have that aspect, you'll have to see how you show how you represent that in your religion, and of course you will have to have a cleric or some sort of divine caster who can perform divine miracles and spells.
Gotcha.
So your spells are sorcerous in nature, I believe. So those would not work. You would need someone who can cast divine spells. Maybe a cleric, a paladin, a priest, or anyone of that sort.
A nod. Okay. I give her 30 gold worth of gems
Okay.
to the debt, and I bow deeply.
Okay. I expect more from you next time, Cal. I know your people are making a lot of money.
I must apologize. They keep me in the dark. And then I want to see Bachhead and the other ones again. And that
30 more gold. So now you're at 2720 to go. Okay. All right. Let's flip to Dika and Kasan. Are you guys up to anything today? Anything else?
Hey, Sister
Are you
Grail,
still burying? You guys, yeah. You see Cal visit Sister Grail, and then you see Cal leave after paying a paltry sum.
so I'll pay the exact same 30 gold worth.
Okay. You also pay 30 gold in gems.
Thank you, Sister Grail, for
Okay.
for helping us in all the ways you have.
All right. Of course, no problem.
Hey, is there no fair compensation for what I'm doing? Why am I doing? Whatever, it's fine. Never
Because
mind.
you're a hero and you're a nice guy.
That's the reason why I'm doing it.
There is no pay for something like this. Us, like them dwarves, because she's not a dwarf, she's an elf, right? Yeah, the dwarves do this as an act of community.
Ah, it is good then. What does this bring our debt down then to?
It's an act.
30 less than the number he said previously.
27 something.
2690 gold now.
All right, Sister Grail, can we split that in half and then he pays off half of it and I pay off half of it and I get
No, I don't do that. It's paid as a group.
Okay, all right. You don't have to yell at me. Thank you.
All right. She doesn't go for a mace this time.
Jeez.
Okay. Titus, what are you up to?
I'm resting. I got to rest for 8 hours.
You're resting. Okay,
Yeah.
gotcha. All right. Let's swing back to Kel, and you go to visit Buckhead, and you see him counting coins. Again, and you see a long lineup outside. Again, from the interruption that you made yesterday.
Like people, not
Yeah,
not,
people. Yeah.
I'm gonna call them flames, embers. I'm gonna call them
Pyrophytes.
Okay.
pyro what?
Pyrophytes.
Pyrophytes. They're pyrophytes. So, Bachhead.
Yes. Kel, you're here. All right, and she says, send the rest away for today. Of course, Kel. Don't worry about those. They're just people that need a favor from the Great Flame. They come here and they give us a small payment, and then their problems are taken care of by the Great Flame.
I nod, like wink at him, nod in understanding. I fully understand your meaning, Bachhead. Ember Bachhead.
Of course, Ember Bucket. Oh, I like the sound of that.
Yes. I require a update on the accounting of the
Kel,
church.
it's been we just told you the payout just a few days ago. The 85 gold.
Yeah.
This operation, is expensive to operate. We have many people that work here, and we have to buy all the food. Unless you can like source us like some easy source of food, maybe that orchard over there, that Order of the Arrow, maybe if they went out of business, maybe he just like shrugs, we'll have an easier time. Maybe we can take over the operation, you know what I mean?
Do
But
you
otherwise, we're just there's our business. Although you can look at the ledger, lots of money comes in, but a lot of money goes out.
and these freebooting miners you neglected to tell me about?
Well, we don't take a cut from them. What they make is theirs. It's none of our. It's not our way, isn't it, Kel? To take it from hardworking men. We only take money from money that's freely donated by our devout, like those that were outside.
So they are not our devout. Are they our devout or are they not our devout?
Of course, there are devout outside. That was just outside. They prayed to the great flame for help, and then they gave us a payment, and then we take care of their problems.
But the freebooters, are the freebooters devout?
Of course, but the money that they make, they're free to donate as much of it as they like. Are you saying that we should implement a systemized tithe? That's a formalized percentage of what they make?
I am saying that the Great Flame has spoken to me, and it's not a formalized tithe, but it is moral and ethic to donate at least 10% of your income to your community.
10%. That's more than a casino.
Oh, well, perhaps the Great Flame is. It's talking to me, and it's saying 5%.
Percent. All right, but
And
like
that's just soft. Do not seek to. This is no protection, fee or anything. It is just a strong moral guidance.
and what do we do to these our boys that are out risking their necks without protection in the wilds?
Well, we should provide them protection.
I mean, maybe if that gold mine went back online, or maybe if Old Owl Well went back online,
The gold mine being.
where all those filthy rats are.
I see.
I heard about it.
I see. Okay, that's also on the list. I'll take care of it, Bucket.
So these boys are out there like risking their necks and their lives, finding places to prospect and scavenge and mine, and you we can offer them no protection, but you want us to still take a cut from them. Is that right, boss?
When you put it like that, I'm sure the Great Flame will understand their personal sacrifice on the frontier. I trust you. You have been handling this well, Bucket. I'll delegate to you and try to minimize my micromanagement.
Has people been saying shit about how much money we're making? You don't think I'm like taking some under the table, are you?
Can I roll insight?
Yeah, give me an insight roll. Sure.
I narrow my
Yeah.
eyes at him.
Do you actually suspect them?
I know it's a possibility, but I don't really suspect him. I feel like I know he's skimming money, but I'm assuming he's still trying to grow the business and like not skimming more than me. As
Yeah.
long as he's not like, as long as he knows to like not take more than like what would be expected, everyone's gonna skim a little.
Yeah, you don't. So what's the insight roll for? You're just suspecting him of something, right?
Yeah, is he like taking too much? Is he gonna ruin things?
No, it doesn't look like that's what it is.
Okay.
That's what's going on here.
No, then I nod. He can continue as he's been going. It's been going well. I can't really complain. I'm never here, so
Oh, by the way, Kel, I heard that that liquor inspector never made it. That's good work you're doing out there.
Hmm. Yes, the Great Flame works in mysterious ways. And then I kind of just like, what the fuck is he talking about? Grog, Hotier. This is your first day at the mining guild. Leave immediately and become friends with those you work with.
Yes, boss.
Where are the two nameless ones I have requested?
We're still pushing for a boss. We found one, and we're promising him. You see, his family is gonna be all alone, so we're promising him that we're gonna be protecting his family while he's gone. You know what I mean?
Yes, of course. A
So
man,
we're getting that sorted out to get you your mason.
perfect. The mason, but I also requested two to join the mining guild, and I need those.
Okay, yeah, he has them too.
Okay. I hand over 100 gold worth of gems, or 110.
Yeah.
Because 10 for, and then I say 5 of that is for you, Blockhead. Or actually, I'll do one of the lieutenants.
Okay.
Kinmac, you handle this, Kinmac. Make sure they're set up and get into the mining guild in a clandestine manner. She should not know. Udgrog and Grog Hotir will be blatant, but these two I wish for them to join in a clandestine manner. You understand?
Yes, boss.
Perfect. And I think that's all I want to do here.
Okay, cool.
Oh, wait, no, before I go, I turn back around and I say,
Yeah.
and find me a fucking forge cleric! And then I stomp out again.
Okay.
We're a light cleric.
Or I kind of want forge cleric.
Light clerics get a fireball.
But forge clerics can make items, right?
I
Yeah.
guess. All right. Yeah, because those are so common, right?
Find me a super badass forge man
yeah,
that would like to work for me.
for free.
I'll take any cleric. I'll take any cleric from, like, the fucking people.
You're gonna get a trickery cleric who's gonna steal your cult from you.
That's fine. I'll kill him.
Like you kill everyone else.
I'll fight any challenger. That's just gonna.
And then
You yell outside.
the area.
I think that's all.
A
Yeah.
basket weaving orc like turns away and he like leaves. Okay, Dika and Kasan. So you guys are still burying bodies.
When was my armor supposed to be finished?
It's at the end of the month when our new module starts. That's when our
It'll be a good parting gift from this realm.
yeah this is just the downtime stuff basically that we're doing. We're playing through the downtime stuff. Yeah.
I gotta take off around 7:30. So do you guys want to call it here,
Sure. Yeah, we can call it here.
Okay.
or awesome? This is a fun session today. A lot of shit happened.
You're nuts, dude.